What about this? What about that?
What about that? What about that? What about that? What about that? What about this? What about this? What about this? What about this?
What about that? What about that? About that? What about this? What about this?
What about that? 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 What about this? What about this? What about this? What about this?
What about that? About that? About that? What about this? About this?
What about that? What about that? What about that? What about that? What about this? What about this? What about this? What about this?
What about that? What about that? About that? About that? What about this? What about this?
What about that? What about that? What about that? What about that? What about this? What about this? What about this?
What about this?
What about that? What about that? What about that?
About
What
that?
about
About
that?
that? About that? About that? All right. I don't know what the hell was going on, y'all. This stream y'all shit, man, been acting crazy the last couple of days. It's been, I don't know what the hell is going on, y'all. But peace, folks. Welcome back to another edition of the Popular Thought Series right here on the old YouTube T.P.O.T YouTube page. I'm your host, X, of course, but you knew that already. That's why y'all black asses are here. Got a good show for y'all tonight. We're going to get up in here and I'm going to do some of my rambling, as always, do some rambling. And tonight, we're going to be talking about the lies we tell. All right? But y'all know before we get started, I always start the show off with thanking you good folks for your likes, your shares, your views, your subs, and of course, your hard-earned pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, and 50-cent pieces. Because I realize you don't have to do it, man. You don't have to show up to these goddamn shows. You don't have to watch these streams. You don't have to come to these debates. You don't have to sub. And you definitely don't have to drop your hard-earned coins on this platform. But you good folks choose to do so, man. Night after night, week after week, you are here when you can be anywhere. And I want you good folks to know, man, I do not take you lightly. I never have and I never will. You got my word on that. I'm humbled. I'm honored. I'm appreciative, man. And most importantly, I'm thankful for all you good folks, man. For all of you. The good folks who hang out there and the good folks who hang out up in here. All right? All right. So let's get at it. But y'all know, before we start, we always start this here stream off with a little something that I believe y'all like. And here we call it the old mama of the day.
These old mamas.
Yeah, it's time for the old mama of the day because y'all know we never fucking run out of them. But tonight, our old mama comes from Detroit. And our headline says, Inkster woman, 29, charged in crash that killed her 3-year-old child. Says here, Farmington Hills, a 29-year-old Inkster woman driving with her 6 children while allegedly intoxicated has been charged in connection with a car crash that killed her 3-year-old child over the weekend, officials said. Shelby Simone Ellis has been charged with operating a motor vehicle while intoxicated, causing death, a 15-year felony, and child endangerment, a 1-year misdemeanor, according to the Farmington Hills Police Department. Ellis was arraigned Monday on the charges in 47th District Court in Farmington Hills, and a magistrate set her bond at $500,000. He ordered that if she posts bond, Ellis must wear an alcohol-sensing tether, must not possess or consume alcohol or drugs, must submit to random drug and alcohol testing, and cooperate with Child Protective Services. The magistrate also scheduled her next court date for September 7th. Authorities said officers were called about 2:30 a.m. Saturday to the scene of the crash in the area of Inkster and 8 Mile Roads. According to a preliminary investigation, Ellis was driving north in the southbound lane of Inkster Road when her vehicle into, what the hell, who wrote this shit? When her vehicle into another car, I guess should have been ran there. Her vehicle ran into another car that was traveling west on 8th Mile. A 33-year-old Detroit man was driving the second car. Officers learned Ellis had 6 children, ages 10, 7, 5, 3, and 18 months, and 8 months in the car with her. Police said her 3-year-old, who who was not in a child's seat and didn't have a safety restraint on died in the crash. Medics took Ellis and her 5 children to a hospital to be treated for non-life-threatening injuries, officials said. They also said the children were released into the custody of a grandparent. That's good. Meanwhile, the male driver involved in the crash also went to the hospital for treatment but did not need medics to take him. Now, this old mama here, she had a 10-year-old, a 7-year-old, a 5-year-old, a 3-year-old, an 18-month-old, and an 8-month-old. How old? 29. 6 goddamn kids. How much you want to bet none of them kids got the same daddy? How much you want to bet? She's driving around, drunk as hell, don't got the baby in a car seat, in the wrong lane. I mean, but obviously she's irresponsible anyway. I mean, like I said, 10-year-old, 7-year-old, 5-year-old, 3-year-old, 18-month-old, and 8 months old. I mean, she's just out there fucking and just pumping them out. Just fucking and pumping them out. Fucking and pumping them out. Well, at least one highlight to this story is that the children went to their grandparents, where I'm pretty sure they'll probably be better off. And they said release the kids to a grandparent. That's probably her old mama, because they said grandparent, not grandparents, I believe. Yes, they said a grandparent. So the kids went to her old mama. And hopefully her old mama is better than this old mama, because she's irresponsible as hell. She's driving around with a carload of babies, don't got them in a damn car seat. She drunk as hell. And there's that faraway look that they always have, right? That look of, yeah, my kid is dead, but, and what? Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. It's like every night that I do these stories, y'all, I read them, and a lot of times when I read them, it's the first time I'm reading them. It's the first time I'm reading them. Many times. I say a good 50% of the time, it's the first time I'm reading them. And I don't know, man. It's not that I get tired of reading these stories. It's that I get tired of the fact that I will never run out of them. Because trust me, I try. I bring y'all a different story every night. And I try to run out of these stories. But I never do. And I think I never will. And you have people who will say, oh, this isn't that big of a deal. You picking the most extreme cases. But at the same time, I never run out of these stories. These stories aren't just these outliers or these isolated incidents, man. Every night I come up here and tell y'all about some old mama that has killed her kids one way or the other. But not for nothing. This particular old mama here, I don't believe that she meant for the child to die. I think the child died because her ass is just irresponsible. reckless. That's why the child died. I don't think she intentionally meant for this kid to die. Now, don't get me wrong. Like I said, she's irresponsible as hell. But number one, driving around with all those babies in the car, her ass is drunk. Number two, not having the baby in a car seat. Hopefully she regrets this. Hopefully she wises up. Because a lot of these mamas, man, they don't do a lot of time when they do this, believe it or not. So they'll look at it as an accident. They'll plea it down. She won't do a lot of time. And hopefully when she gets out, she'll get out wiser. She'll get out smarter. When she gets out, she'll be more mature and more responsible. Because she got 5 more kids. 5 more. I mean, she just had one 8 months ago. Had another one 10 months before that. So, it's not like she's planning on stopping having them. But hopefully, she figures out how not to be an old mama. One of these old mamas. But that is our old mama of the day. But let's get at it, man. Tonight, I decided that I would talk to y'all about the lies we tell ourselves. And y'all probably know what I mean. Because let's think about media, right? In media, we're told a lot of lies. On television, on the internet, by these big corporations who want us to buy shit, by these corporations who want us to accept certain shit, believe certain shit. We're told being obese is okay. We're told teaching our children about sexuality and homosexuality and every other type of sexuality when they're in kindergarten is okay. We're told life is static, that everything goes. There are no rules. The only rules are don't get mad at the people who say there's no rules. That's the only rule. And I think many of us have bought into it, right? Because a lot of us believe there are no rules. Earlier this evening, right, before I was getting ready for this stream, I was listening to a little bit of Brother Big Nate's stream, and I also was listening to the ending of Brother Supreme's stream. And both of those dudes, those my dudes, all right? Brother Big Nate, Brother Supreme, I talk to them on the phone pretty regularly. Not too many days go by that I haven't talked to one of them brothers. And as I was listening to them talk, right, Let's start with Brother Supreme. Brother Supreme was talking about how people can throw words around so loosely. How people can say certain things to people. The most vile things, the most disturbing things, the most despicable things to people. And he's right. Because I've spoke of this before. But we realize that this media stuff allows for that. Because many times, without us even knowing it, man, we're sitting up here lying. We're not just lying to other people, man, we're lying to ourselves. Because we're saying a bunch of things that we know are not true. Therefore, it's a lie. Right? Even if we believe it, if it's not true, it's a lie. And a lot of us will say things to other people up here just to be saying it, even though we don't believe what we're saying ourselves. A lot of the shit that we use, a lot of the terms that we use up here, a lot of the things we say up here, we don't believe it. How can we? Because before we say it, we know it's not true. So if we know it's not true, there's no way for us to believe it unless we're insane. We will get up here and we will tell other people these things. We will say these things to people. Things that we know are BS. But we'll say it just the same. Knowing it's a lie. Knowing it's false. Knowing it's bullshit. Lying. Just for the sake of winning an argument. Or making someone look bad. Or trying to make someone feel bad. Or trying to be one up on somebody. Because we're not only lying to them, right? We're lying to everybody who's listening. And we're also lying to ourselves. Especially if we're telling ourselves something is true that we know is a lie. Let me say that again. If we're telling ourselves that something is true when we know it's a lie, that is the very definition of lying to yourself. But let's jump over to my man, Brother Big Nate, because I heard a little bit of his stream tonight as well. And he was over there talking about how certain people have come in the quote-unquote digital space and said things to him that he does not like. Now, mind you, I am a proponent of free speech within reason. All right? Within reason. Because we all know you can't yell fire in a movie theater. You can't walk into an airport and say you got a bomb. I mean, within reason, I am a proponent of free speech. And like I said a few minutes ago, I know we get up here and we say a lot of shit to people. I mean, the internet allows that. YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you name it. It allows for you to type whatever to people, say whatever to people. And there's very little consequences involved with it. Very little. There is no consequences. 99% of the time, there is no consequences. But at the same time, when you do something or say something to someone, I don't believe that you get to dictate how they respond. Because if you do, you are still lying to yourself. When you say something to someone, you cannot say, well, you know, they shouldn't have acted like that because I said that to them. You cannot dictate a person's response. The only thing you can dictate is your action. So in that, in a sense, you're lying to yourself. When you say something to someone or do something to someone and expect them to respond the way you want them to respond, and or you say you would respond to that same thing, which to me is insane. Because if you walk up and you slap me, you can't dictate that I slap you back or don't do anything. Now, you may walk up and slap me and think I'm going to slap you back, but you cannot dictate how I respond. Because you may walk up to me and slap me. I can do a plethora of things. I can go across your chin with a left hook. I can go across your head with a bat. I could pull out the 380 or the .50 and put a hole in your ass. I can hit you with my stun gun. I can cut your throat. So I think it's rather odd for a person to walk up, slap a person, and that person stabs them after they've been slapped, and you say, oh man, you shouldn't have stabbed me. All I did was slap you. Because to say that, to say a person shouldn't respond to something that you did to them a particular way, is you lying to yourself. Because you have no idea how this person is going to respond to what you did, to what you said. Now, you may sit on your high horse and say, well, you know, I just said this, so he shouldn't have said that. He shouldn't have done that. Who the fuck are you to dictate how someone responds to what you do to them? But see, I know what it is. Especially when it comes to this media shit. See, people think they hold the golden fucking mic. And not only that, it's the whole, it's all right for me, but not all right for thee. Because, see, media has given people not only balls, not only gall, not only guts, but media has given people the perception that they are allowed to do certain things, but other people are not. They are allowed to say X, Y, and Z to you. What's good, Brother Free Zone? And what's good, Brother Lawrence? I see you up there, brothers. They believe that they themselves, they are allowed to say and do whatever they want to you. But because you are beneath them, you're not allowed to do it to them. You will have people come up here, and Brother Supreme talked about this tonight. They will talk about your wife. They will talk about your husband. They will talk about your parents. They will talk about your children. And I don't mean in general. I don't mean generalizing. Because generalizing is one thing. Because we all kind of do that, right? But to point at someone specific, call them by name, and talk about their wife, talk about their children, talk about their parents, say this about them, say that about them. Now, mind you, these are people that you do not know. Know how I know? Because we don't even know most of the motherfuckers on YouTube that we interact with. So I know you don't know this man's wife. I know you don't know this man's parents. I know you don't know this man's children. But you're saying all this shit about them. Lying. Lying. You're telling lies. You don't know what this man's wife is about. You don't know what this woman's husband is about. You don't know nothing about this man's mother or his father. You know nothing about his son. You know nothing about his daughter. You know nothing about him or her. Just what you see up here. But we've told ourselves one of the biggest lies of all, right? That we know everybody on this fucking screen. Many of us, we don't even know what a lot of people on YouTube look like. We don't know where they live. We don't know how old they are. We don't know if they're married or single, homosexual, heterosexual, whether they're rich, whether they're poor. I would venture to say a lot of us, we don't know if a person's black or white, or Asian, or Latino, or Martian. But we've told ourselves that we know these people because we've watched them on YouTube. We've been on panels with them. We've listened to their streams. We've told ourselves we know these people. Lying to ourselves. Lying to ourselves. And then we wonder why we get told so many lies by other things like media and television and advertising. Because they know it's easy to lie to us, right? They can tell us good is bad, bad is good, up is down, down is up, left is right, right is left. because they watch us. They know they can lie to us. Why? Because we are always lying to ourselves. We tell ourselves that we know more than everybody else. We're the smartest person up here. We are allowed to say certain things, and other people are not. We are allowed to say certain things to people, but how dare they say something back to us? And if they do, it should be what we think they should say, what we think they should do. Because we lie to ourselves, telling ourselves what's appropriate and what's not. Casting our views and our fucking opinions on other people. And then judging them when they disagree. Because we've told ourselves that we are the standard. We are the man. We understand life better than you. So how dare you have a different understanding of life than me? Lying to ourselves. But why? Why do we do it? I think we do it because we're here. We do it because we're up here. Because a lot of the shit that goes on up here would never take place in real life. You would never walk up to any man and say all kind of things to him. You would never walk up to any man and talk about his wife or his children or his parents. You wouldn't. At least not the dudes that I know down here in North Click. You wouldn't. All the dudes I deal with walk around with 380s, 45s, 38s. It's an open carry state. Stand your ground, castle doctrine, all of that. Walk up to one of these southern brothers down here that I know and get flippant at the mouth with them. Walk up to one of these brothers and talk about their daughter, their baby girl. Walk up on them and talk about their wife. Walk up on them and call them a certain thing. Your ass will be laying in the street. Because in real life and in real time, you know you can't dictate a person's response to what you do or what you say. You have to control yourself in real life. It's not so easy to lie to yourself in real life, in real time. But on media, it's different. You can lie to yourself, get up here and lie to others. Because let's be honest, man. When you're saying all this ridiculous mess to another man, it's not like you believe it. Because I say again, if you do, you're insane. You're just saying it because you don't know anything about these people. And you're talking about a person specifically, not in general. You're not generalizing. Generalizing is different. You're talking about a swath of people, a group. You're giving an opinion on a group of people who you also do not know. But to call somebody out by name, to get on a stream with somebody and say these ridiculous things, you're fucking lying. Especially when you're saying something that you know is not true. You know it's not true. Just saying it to be saying it. But how come? Do we lack the fucking vocabulary to express ourselves? Do we get so fucking uptight that the only thing we can think to do is throw some stupid, ridiculous, absurd ad hominem at the next person? Is that what it is? Are we so immature that we can just throw these damn things out at people for the simple fact that we want to win the conversation? We want to win the argument. We want to reduce this person because we think they're beneath us. Once again, lying to ourselves. Telling ourselves that someone is beneath us. Telling ourselves that we're better when we don't know if we're better than this person or not. Are we hoping? Are we wishing? Is that why we lie to ourselves? Then take those lies and project them onto other people. Because we're looking for the easy win. I know up here we do a lot of goalpost moving. But I don't believe that we move the goalposts farther away. We like moving it closer so we can get the easy field goal. That's what I'm talking about. Because, see, it's so easy to tell ourselves a lie. The truth is different, isn't it? The truth is what it is. There is no bending it or shaping it or spinning it. It rests on its own laurels. We've gotten so used to lying to ourselves that when we lie to others, we will turn around and say we didn't tell the lie. We'll turn around and say, oh, you misinterpreted the lie. Because, see, lies are so hard to remember. One thing I've always known, and I heard it for years, the difference between a man who tells the truth all the time and a man who lies all the time is the person who lies all the time has to have a better memory. Your memory doesn't have to be that great when you tell the truth. But see, when you lie to others and lie to yourself, you always have to remember that lie you told. Usually because you need to connect this new fresh lie. Then you'll be able to connect a new lie down the road. So you have to remember them all. But when you tell the truth, you don't have to have a good memory. Someone can ask you the same question 55 times. The answer will always be the same. The answer will always be the same. Over the past couple weeks on this YouTube shit, there's been some shit that's been quite out of line. I'm not going to get into the specifics, but there's been some shit that I think is out of line. And maybe other people don't think it. We go back to how someone should respond to what you've done or said to them. But I think we need to put a lot more thought into it. I think we need to put a lot more thought into the shit we say to people up here. And quit thinking that someone's supposed to respond a way that you think they should respond after you've done something or said something to them. Wouldn't it be better to try to dictate your own fucking actions before you do whatever it is, as opposed to trying to dictate a person's reactions because you don't think they're manly enough? You don't think they're good enough. Because what you did, you considered it just a small slight. What you did, you considered it infinitesimal. What you did or said, you think it's nothing. But how do you know what they thought? How do you know how they perceived it? To expect them to respond a certain way, you are again lying to yourselves. You're lying to yourselves. Because what you're saying is, this person should do this based on what I know about this person. This person should respond this way because of what I did was not that big of a deal. And maybe in your mind it was small. Maybe in your mind it was infinitesimal. But how do you know it was that to them? How do you know it was just a small thing to them? How do you know it didn't bother them more than you thought? Again, lying to ourselves. Because we are lying to ourselves, right? Because we're trying to convince ourselves that a person should be a certain way, a person should respond a certain way, a person should say a certain thing, a person should act a certain way. Because we say so. Because we know how it go. Well, maybe, just maybe, we've convinced ourselves that what we think is right, and maybe it is for us, doesn't mean it's right for them. That's what we need to understand, folk. Because I say again, you walk up and kick me in the nuts, and maybe you expect for me to slap you. Maybe you expect for me to kick you in the nuts back. Some of us are so ridiculous they think shouldn't do anything. Expect you to let it go. But if I stab your ass in the throat, you can't say, well, why'd you stab me? You should have just kicked me. You should have just slapped me. You should have just punched me. All I did was kick you in the balls. Why'd you respond by stabbing me or shooting me or hitting me with a stick or a brick? Because once you do something to somebody, man, you've opened yourself up for any type of response. We are lying to ourselves if we tell ourselves anything different than that. And I think that's why a lot of us do what we do up here. Because we've lied to our fucking selves. Well, if I say this to him, it ain't gonna be that big of a deal. If I do this to him, he's not gonna respond, a certain way. We're lying to ourselves because we don't know. We think we know because we think we know every fucking body on media. We know everybody on YouTube. We know everybody on Facebook. We know everybody on Instagram. We know everybody on Twitter. We know everybody on TikTok. So I say this. If you're going to do something to someone, if you're going to say something to someone, get ready for any type of response. Get ready for any type of reaction. Because you don't know what's coming. And I say again, you're lying to yourself if you do. If you think you do, you're lying to yourself. Because basically what you're doing, you're placing what you think on someone else. You're placing what you think the response should be on someone else. You're placing your values, your thoughts, your fucking ideals, your fucking mind frame. you're placing it on someone else. Again, lying to yourself. Lying to yourself. There's a lot of disrespectful crap that goes on YouTube and on other media platforms like Facebook and Instagram, etc. And a lot of people think it's all right. And like I said, I believe in free speech. I do. But I got a problem with the disrespectful speech, especially when it's personalized. And the problem up here, people think they can get up here, man, and use the most disrespectful freaking tones and speech at personal people. They think they can use it personally to attack people and think it's all right. Because they've lied to them fucking selves. They got a fucking God complex. They got a God mic. What they're saying is the gospel. So they should be allowed to talk about you any way they want. Say anything they want to say to you. And I say again, you're supposed to respond a particular way. A way them and their God mic and their God complex dictates. It's absurd. Especially when you got men up here in their 30s, 40s, 50s. I don't mind, brothers, going back and forth, saying things, snapping on each other. I don't really have a problem with that at all, to be honest. But everything is supposed to be within reason. But when you up here saying shit about people, man, that is not true, man, you basically just up here fucking lying. You're fucking lying. That's all it is to it. Because the shit's not true. It's not true. And you don't get a pass because you say, oh, he's in his feelings. Oh, he's emotional. Oh, he's a bitch. Motherfucker, you still told a lie even though you said all of that. Doesn't change the fact that you lied. No matter what you say about the person. You fucking lied. You calling them more names does not change the fact that you just told a fucking lie. And more importantly, you're lying to yourself. We are lying to ourselves. Because what we say, we don't even fucking believe it. We don't even believe what we just said. So why the fuck are we saying it? Why are we saying it? We don't believe it. How can we? I say again, we know it's not true. We know it's not true. We know it's not true when we're saying it. So for us to believe it, Wouldn't that make us insane? Wouldn't that make us psychotic? Especially something that we know is not true before it even comes out of our fucking mouth. We know it's not true, but somehow we believe it. No, we're purposely lying. For the simple fact that we want to besmirch this person. We want to one-up this person. We want to appear superior to this person. And all that stuff is fine. But God damn it, do it with something that's truthful. Do it with something that's factual. Don't talk about this person's wife. Don't talk about this person's parent. This person's children. Because you don't know these people. And I say again, it's one thing to generalize, because I do it. I generalize a lot. I generalize a whole hell of a lot. I'm guilty as charged. But even when I generalize, I try to stick to the facts as best as I can interpret them. I base my generalizations off of things that I'm reading, off of statistics, off of data. I'm not going to call you some fucking stupid name while you and I are on a stream together. I'm not going to call you some absurd thing just because I don't like what you did on your video. I've had people say bullshit about me. And even with that, never said anything absurd about them, never called them some name that I can't prove without facts. Even people that I don't care that much for. I don't do a lot of calling them out of their name. And I damn sure don't accuse them of things. Things that I cannot, at the very least, fall back on some type of factual information on. And see, me, I don't expect people to be like me. I don't expect people to hold the same standards that I hold. I don't expect any of that. People are allowed to do and say what the fuck they want to do. And me, I'm allowed to do that too. That is why, when it comes to T.P.O.T, I'm going to start clamping down on some of the bullshit. Yeah, I'm going to start clamping down on it. I have to. Because if you want to sit around and say all this nonsense that you know is a bunch of BS, man, you're going to have to do it somewhere else. You're not going to be able to do it here. You're not. And I know you may say, oh, X is in his feelings. Kiss my ass. How about that for me and my feelings? Kiss my black ass. You're not going to be here doing it. Don't fucking lie to yourself thinking that I'm supposed to respond differently to your bullshit. You can stop motherfucking watching. I've been saying that for a long time. I'm willing to sacrifice my views for it to be order in my court. I know Negroes don't like rules. I know they don't. But it's going to be some motherfucking rules here. You want to be somewhere lying to your motherfucking self? Do it somewhere else. You want to be here saying shit that your black ass know is not true? Do it somewhere else. I don't care what you think. I don't care what you feel. I don't. And I will clean motherfucking house, whether your name is in blue or not. I will clean house. And I don't care who don't like it. You can run and tell it. You can do streams about it. Makes no difference to me. I've had enough. Because like I said, I listened to two people tonight that I'm very cool with. My boys. People that I probably speak to more than I speak to any of you fucking people. I think they're tired of it too. And I am with them. Even if you are against them. I know people don't like that. But guess what? I don't care. I don't care. At some point, people need to grow up. But you don't have to. Just take your non-growing up ass somewhere else. I want adults hanging out over here, not a bunch of children. I got a shitload of grandchildren. Whenever I want to deal with kids, I can deal with those who are connected to me. Not a bunch of goddamn kids on my computer screen. Sitting around lying to themselves and lying to us. Go tell your fucking self-grandizing motherfucking lies somewhere else. Go tell your fucking lies that you don't believe about other people somewhere else. Do it somewhere else. This ain't the place for you. Not anymore. I think I've got enough of it. I don't need any more. I just don't. Go somewhere else. Tell your motherfucking lies to yourself somewhere else. Tell your lies about other people somewhere else. Throw your bullshit accusations that you know are not true somewhere else. Here it's not gonna fly. And like I said, even if you a motherfucker with a blue, with your name in blue, guess what? X giveth and X taketh away. It doesn't matter. And I'll say again, I don't give a shit how many people are in here. Whether it's 1, 10, 100, or 1,000. Doesn't matter to me. Never came in this for money. YouTube doesn't support my life. No, it does not. Cigars, dog food. That's it. And guess what? If you motherfuckers don't give me another dime, you know what's gonna happen? I'll continue to smoke cigars, and my fucking dog will continue to eat. I got on this shit before I ever made a dime from it. More money has went into this shit that'll ever come out of it. The shit that's been bought. The money that's been invested. The things that have been replaced. The amount of the streaming service. The fucking internet. The fucking light bill. I don't care. And I don't care if you don't care. Isn't that great? That's the beauty of it. That is the beauty of it. As my boy Supreme says. So what about the lies we tell ourselves? How often do we do it? How many times? For how many years? Have we convinced ourselves of this BS? Convinced ourselves that only our words matter. No one else's does. We've convinced our fucking selves that everybody else is a waste of time. Everyone should be listening to us because we see more, we know more, we understand more. Says who? Says who? Because just like people can get up here and say somebody's full of crap, that same person that said everybody else is full of crap I could find 5, 10, 15 people who will say the same thing about them. And people will say, oh, well, oh, they're weirdos, they're idiots, they're this, they're that. Maybe. But I can find 5, 10, 15 people who will say the same thing about you, the same thing about me, the same thing about any fucking body on here, if I looked hard enough. Now, I know we like to get up here and we like to talk on this here high-tech conference call. And somehow we've transformed it into some fucking virtual barbershop or some virtual living room like it's the fucking Sims. We've transformed it. We act like we all sitting at the fucking cigar lounge. But in reality, we're not. We're just a bunch of motherfuckers up here talking, man. That's it. Nothing more. Nothing less. And most of us are just preaching to the fucking choir. Because most of the people who listen to you, guess what? They agree with you. Most of the people that listen to us agree with us. That's why they listen. Of course, you got a few people who just watch because they love to hate you. They're lying to themselves, too. They just fans perpetrating as haters because Negroes don't even know how to hate right. They're lying to themselves, too. Oh, I hate watch. You know, I got a hate watch on them. Motherfucker, please. You hate watch a motherfucker for 3 hours? You hate watch a motherfucker every time they go live? You hate watch, but you subscribe to their channel? That doesn't even make any sense to me. I guess it makes sense to some people, but to me, that doesn't make any fucking sense. The hell I'm subscribed to your channel for? And I claim to not like you. And how the hell I claim to not like you, but I know everything you said. I know everything you streamed about. I can tell you shit you said 6 months ago, a year ago. But I don't like your stuff. I don't like your material. But somehow I just know everything you've done. Ask me about some of the people that I don't deal with. I don't know what the fuck they're doing on their channel. How would I? I'm not subscribed to it. Why would I want to get alerted about somebody that I don't even really think that much of? Why would I want to get alert on somebody that I claim I dislike? So why would I be subscribed? For research purposes? Again, lying to ourselves. Because if you're watching somebody all the time, I don't give a fuck how much you say you disagree with them. You're a fan. If every time they go live, your ass is watching, you one of those 5 viewers, 50 viewers, 500 viewers, 5,000 viewers, If you're one of them, every time they go live, you're a fucking fan. Even if you billing yourself as a hater, you're lying to yourself. It's what you're doing. I got people that I've been subscribed to for a while. Some of them motherfuckers I don't watch. I got people I'm subscribed to, man, I ain't watched their shit in a year. I need to just go ahead and unsubscribe. I don't even know why I keep the fucking subscription. And these are people that I actually like. I like their material. I like the things they say. I like the shit they put on the screen. But I haven't watched them in like 8 months, 10 months, a year. Because, see, man, I refuse a lot of my fucking self. I refuse. And I think I refuse to let motherfuckers lie to themselves up here. It's got to be better than this, man. At least from where I'm standing. Because to be honest with you, I build this stream because I was actually going to talk about something different. And maybe I still will. But I actually was going to talk about something different. But I listened to my boys tonight. I listened to Brother Supreme tonight, the end of his stream. I listened to some of Big Nate's stream tonight. And like I said, both of them, man, they're my dudes. Like I said, I talk to those brothers pretty regularly on the phone. And have been doing it for quite some time. I've gotten to know a little bit about them. And usually when we talk, we don't talk about this YouTube shit. We talk about other things, man. We talk about our wives. We talk about our children. We talk about business. We talk about money. We talk about maybe getting up and having a beer and a cigar. We talk about that kind of shit. We don't even talk about this YouTube stuff, man. We may spend 5% of the time talking about this YouTube shit. They may say, yeah, man, I'm doing a stream tomorrow. Or I try to twist their arm to get them to come on my shit. But that's about it. I talked to quite a few brothers, to be honest. Because quite a few brothers have my phone number. Quite a few. People like Brother Supreme, Nick Taylor, BMT, Big Nate. They have my phone number. They can call me whenever they want. And I don't mean my business phone number, my personal cell phone number. Them Negroes can call me whenever they want. Sometimes I get on the phone, especially when I'm talking to like Supreme or Nate or that shit, goddamn me and Nick Taylor shit. Boy, we'd be on the phone for hours just talking shit. Me and bro, oh shit, Brother Taylor in here too. What's good, Brother Taylor? Yeah, man, shit. Me and Brother Taylor, boy, shit, we be on the phone talking shit for hours, man. Talking about all kinds of shit. And guess what we don't talk about? You YouTube Negroes. Believe it or not. Yeah. I mean, I talk to these brothers, man. We don't talk about this YouTube shit, man. We talk about other shit. We talk about taxes. We talk about inflation. Shit, we talk about how much it fucking costs to put a fucking transmission in a truck. Shit, we talk about how much a fucking piece of equipment gonna cost us next week. Talk about how many times our wives are in our pockets. That kind of shit. Yeah, we talk about that kind of stuff. Very little YouTube shit. Media in general. Because guess what? We don't talk about TikTok either. We don't talk about Instagram or Twitter. Yeah, we don't do a lot of talking about this shit, man. We don't. Get on the phone with the brothers, man, and YouTube don't get mentioned one fucking time. Not one time. Isn't that something? And if it do get mentioned, it's like, yeah, man, I'm streaming tonight, man. You gonna come through? Yeah, I'll be there. All right, peace. That's usually like the end of the conversation. Yeah, I'm streaming tonight, bro. You gonna come through? Yeah, I might be through, man. Send me the link. Peace. Yeah, that usually comes right before peace. It's that, then peace. And that's why I like these brothers, man. They don't lie to themselves, man. And they actually are who the fuck they say they are. I talk to them. Brothers are the real deal, man. They ain't some fucking bullshit fucking YouTube character. They're not some fucking YouTube avatar. These dudes are the real deal. You can hear it in their voices. You can hear what's going on in the fucking background. You can hear their wives and children and machinery and all kinds of shit going on. Sometimes they call me, all kinds of shit's going on and banging and mowers and all kinds of shit. I'll be like, damn, man, sorry, man. Lot going on over here right now. And guess what, man? It's fucking refreshing to talk to these brothers. It is. You know why? Because it's not a bunch of motherfuckers up here lying to themselves. Saying a bunch of shit that they don't believe. Saying a bunch of shit that they can't even stand on. How you gonna stand on some shit that you don't even fucking believe? Because I say again, if you saying it, you know it's not true, that means you don't fucking believe it. So there's no way for you to stand on it. Because you knew it wasn't true before you said it. You knew it wasn't true before you said it. So there's no way you believe it unless you're fucking insane. But that's where I'm at with it, man. That's where I'm at with it. And I say again, I don't give a fuck who don't like it. I really don't. You can fucking write me tonight. I check my emails usually right in the morning and say, you know what, X? Fuck you. And fuck your channel. And fuck T.P.O.T. And I'll read your email right before I go in my shit and block your ass. Yeah, right before I do that. Because that's another thing that gets my fucking goat too. You got a bunch of people who think they can go and say all kinds of shit and then come running back to your channel. But see, they don't do that here because they already know what it is. You somewhere talking shit about me, motherfucker. I find out about it. Don't think you ever going to be writing in my fucking chat again. At least not with the name that I know you by. You better come in some anonymous shit that I've never seen before. You better come with one of your ghost accounts. But one thing I think I've established with fucking Negroes is that they know. Once they don't went somewhere and talk some bullshit about me, they pretty much know you won't be coming back here. Yeah, you know you won't. But one thing I do know about them, I know you're watching, motherfuckers. Yeah, you're watching. Go ahead and hit the like from the clouds, Negroes. Don't think you're coming back here. Don't think you're going to be on another fucking stream of T.P.O.T. Don't think you are. Because I will treat you the same way I would treat you in real life. I find out you talking shit about me. The last thing you want to do is ring my motherfucking doorbell. Because what do you think's going to happen? When I look on these fucking cameras and see your ass pulling up. What do you think going to happen? You somewhere talking shit about me and you going to knock on my fucking door. What do you think going to happen right after that? I'll sick my motherfucking dog on your ass. If I don't stick something in your motherfucking face first. So it works the same way here. You got a problem with me, that's cool. Have your motherfucking problem somewhere else, though. Have your problem somewhere else. Not here. Because guess what? If I got a problem with you, and I'm talking shit about you, there's 3 places you'll never have to worry about seeing me. In your chat, in your comment section, or on your stream. You will never have to worry about seeing me any of those places. Because if I got a problem with you, I don't watch you. I don't want to hear what you have to say. Even if you're saying it about me. Even if you're saying it about me. That's how I operate. Because I would operate the same way in real life. I got a problem with you. The last place you got to worry about seeing me is at your house, at your place of business, anywhere where you may be. You don't have to worry about seeing me there. You don't have to worry about seeing me at your brother's house. Or one of your friend's house. Or your mama's house. I got a problem with you. I'm going to stay the fuck away from you. On purpose. And it works the same way up here. I've said this a million times. If I'm going to quote unquote hate on you, I'm going to hate on you by not watching you. That's how I hate on you. I'm not going to make 50 streams about you. I'm not going to talk about you to other YouTubers. I'm not going to collab with nobody and try to roast you. I'm just going to stay the fuck away from your channel. I don't write comments in channels that I do not watch. Get it? Because I'd have to be watching to write a fucking comment, wouldn't I? And I don't write a bunch of bullshit in people's goddamn comment section. Most I say to you is peace, what's good, or comment on whatever you're talking about. That's it. I'm not going to get in your chat room and try to disrespect you or call you out. Yeah, I may tell you to kiss my ass up here on my microphone. But I'm not going to get in your chat room and tell you to kiss my ass. What's the sense of doing that? That would be me lying to myself. Because if I really wish for you to kiss my ass, I wouldn't be around you, right? Why would I be in your chat room cursing you out, calling you all these names, throwing all these ad hominems at you? For what? Obviously, I'm lying to myself once again. I want you to believe something. Something that I don't even believe. Because if I really thought and believed that way about you, I wouldn't be in your fucking chat room. I wouldn't be in your comment section. I wouldn't be trying to come on your stream. To hoop and holler and yell and call you all kinds of names and bitches and fuck niggas and why? What sense does that make? I say again, I hate on you by staying the fuck away from you, even in the digital realm. That's how I hate on you. Because even people that I don't care that much for, I have enough respect for them to leave them the fuck alone. I don't do the quote unquote hate watching. It's a waste of time. Because if I'm always hate watching you, I'm not really a hater at all, am I? Like I said, I'm a fucking fan. To me, it's just a waste of time. I'm lying to myself, saying that I hate you. But I watch your stream every night. I like your videos. I'm in your comment section. I'm in your chat. Writing things that perpetrate how I disdain you. But I do that every week. I'm always there. But I'm always there. We need to think about it, man. We need to think about the lies we tell ourselves. Because sometimes we make a misstep. And we start telling those lies to others. In the form of name calling and accusing, and because it goes beyond roasting, right? We know the difference between roasting somebody and making accusations. We know the difference. We know the difference between roasting somebody and flat out fucking lying on them too. We know the difference. Because guess what? In the real world, man, a lot of this shit that we do up here, many of us would be laying in the fucking street if we did it for real. Yeah, we'd be laying in the street. Laying on the side of the road. Laying in a fucking yard some fucking where. And most of us, we wouldn't do it. We wouldn't say a lot of the shit we say, man, to people. We just wouldn't. Now, I know some of us will get up here, oh, man, I'll say it to you in real life. Negro, please. No, you would not. No, you would not. A lot of us, you never get a chance to fucking say it to somebody in real life, in real time. Why? Because you're down there in grandma's cellar next to the fucking boiler. So that's a lie right there. Only way somebody will see your ass is if they came down in that fucking basement of your grandmama's. I think to a lot of people, this YouTube shit is like going outside. This is the equivalent of going outside. YouTube is the equivalent of going out back or going for a walk in the park. YouTube is the equivalent. This shit is like going for a walk downtown. This is the equivalent of window shopping or going to a fancy restaurant or going fishing, going boating, taking in a basketball game or a football game or, going to a bar. YouTube is the equivalent of that. Motherfuckers say, yeah, I'm about to go to the park, Mom. They yell that shit from the basement. Mom, I'm on my way to the park. When they say that, that means they just opened their laptop. Or just started streaming on their phone. Come on, man. Come the fuck on. And people have gotten on me because I say this kind of shit. But I say it because I believe it. This YouTube shit, I do it because I like doing it, man. I do. I like doing it. I like chopping it down with the brothers and talking shit, yes. But I enjoy talking to my brothers on the phone more than I do this. Without all the lights, the microphone, the sound effects, the graphics, the music. I enjoy talking to my brothers on the phone more than I enjoy this shit. Now, don't get me wrong. I've been on this YouTube shit a while. Have had some of any and everybody on my fucking channel. Anybody you can fucking think of note has been here. Here. They've been here. You can put any motherfucking name of a motherfucker of note. They've been here. They may not have been here in a while, but you go through my shit, you'll find them in there. And I'm proud of that. told Brother BMT that the other night when he was up here. I'm proud of the fact that I've had many, many people up here. I've had many people up here debating head to head. I spoke about that last night. People that you never would believe were up here debating against someone who you never would believe was here debating too. Many, many head-to-heads. Many, many people. All your favorite YouTubers have been here debating. From the Negroes with 50,000 subscribers all the way down to the Negroes with 500. They have been here. All of your favorites. Go to my page, punch in their name. It'll come up. You want to see somebody on T.P.O.T? Go to my page. Punch in their name. It will come up. Punch in T.P.O.T, whatever name you want. Be creative. Trust me, they're in there. Yeah, they're in there. And I'm proud of that. Very proud of it. Glad that so many people have been through here. People that will never be on anybody else's channel. Shit, most of your favorite YouTubers, I used to have them on my channel all at one time. I have 4, 5, 6, 7 big name YouTubers on my channel at once. In one night. On one show. And I'm talking the big names. The big names. Right here. On the T.P.O.T YouTube page. You Negroes know. So I don't feel like I owe YouTube anything. I don't feel like it owes me anything. I also don't owe the people who take in YouTube anything. And they don't owe me anything. Nobody owes anybody anything up here. This YouTube shit is a privilege. It's not a right. But people will try to infringe on people's rights up here. Like I said earlier. Because a person has a right to respond however they fucking want to when you do something to them. Just like you got the right to say what you want to say, guess what? They have a right to respond any fucking way they want to. You don't get to dictate or censor it because you did something that they don't like and you don't like their response to what you did to them that they didn't like. You say something to somebody, do something to somebody, expect the worst. How about that? Don't expect them to respond some particular way that you dictate, that you think is the right way to respond. Because once again, I tell you, we're lying to ourselves when we do that. Because we're telling ourselves we know this person. We know how a person should respond to what we did. Lying to ourselves. It's one thing to lie to yourselves. It's another thing when you start to believe it. And that's what it's all about. Telling lies to yourself. Then start to believe them. But I've rambled on long enough. I don't know what y'all want to do. Y'all know what it is. You want to come up, talk about it, you can. The email is propertothought@yahoo.com. That's propertothought, one word, no caps, at yahoo.com, Negroes. If you wish to come up and opine, or wish to come up to tell X to kiss your ass, that's fine too. But be prepared for the response, because it's probably not what you would expect. So don't expect a particular response when you tell me to kiss your ass now. Yeah? Do not expect a particular response, because anything could be a response. Anything. Just expect that. Expect the unexpected. Well, I would hit y'all in the head with some programming notes, but I don't have anything planned for this Saturday. Right? I don't have anything planned. Now, if something comes up, I don't know. Because, anything comes up. People write me all the time. Oh, X, let's do this. Let's do that. Now, it's Thursday night. Anything can happen between now and Saturday. If I do decide to do something, I'll let y'all know. Y'all know I always put a thumbnail up. But next week, Brother Supreme will be back. Because Brother Supreme has been taking on quite a few people on the channel lately. That's my brother. He likes to throw down here. Next week, he'll be taking on the good mother of all people. I don't think it's a quote-unquote debate, though. I think it's more of a moderated discussion. So that's going to be good. Something to do with black people, because Brother Supreme believes that certain problems that black people have are exclusive to black people. And I believe Good Mother disagrees with that. So, it's actually going to be kind of weird, because technically, if you think about it, Good Mother is going to be defending black people in a sense, because I'm pretty sure she's going to hold the contention that a lot of stuff that black people do, white people do it too. I think that's going to be her side of the debate / discussion, is that white people do it too. So, yeah, it's going to be crazy, Brother Free Zone. Yeah, because Brother Supreme is going to be saying, I guess things are, mostly black. These things that happen, they happen more in black society, et cetera, et cetera. And Good Mother's going to be saying white people do it too. So, yeah, that's where we're going to be. So it should be good. It should be good, man. It should be good. And if you ask for the link, brothers, please check your spam. Check your spam. Don't be writing me tomorrow talking about, oh, F, you didn't let me on. Check your damn spam. Check your spam, Negroes. Check your spam. Be writing me tomorrow talking about, X, you didn't let me on. Don't do it. Oh, she's not? You said she's not white? Well, what the hell is she then? Pink? She's pink? Is she of the race of pink, Ragnarok? Is she part of the pink race? She part of the pink race. Brother Truism.
Yo, bro.
What's good with it, man?
It's been a minute, man. There's been a lot of things been going on. Okay. I mean, I caught part of it because I'm over here trying to learn some shit I should have learned when I was in my 20s, but whatever. So I caught part of it and okay. All right. So this whole thing, I've been back and forth on this. And maybe you can help me figure this out.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Okay. So about this thing with Nate, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm conflicted.
Mm-hmm.
I'm conflicted because partially I'm somewhat responsible for this kind of this weird craziness that kind of kicked off with him and Trey on your panel last time.
Mm-hmm.
Because I used to go to his channel. I was on his channel this one time. He had this video of this daggle on there, and you know how I am. So
Mm-hmm.
I gave my opinion. I guess one time too many. He kicked and I think he blocked me, not blocked me. He tied me out on this panel.
Mm-hmm.
And Trey was like, "Well, what's up with that? What, the man can't say what he want to say. I mean, you can't have no free speech about that." And Trey was offended by it, and I appreciate that, Trey. I mean, it wasn't really that big a deal to me, but Trey was like, "Okay, look, that's bullshit. You shouldn't have just done it just because of that." And I get it, but I wasn't really mad about it. And then I guess that type of issue kind of translated with the other issues he might have had with Nate, and then that kind of spiraled out of control with that. And then now he's kind of, I don't know what the hell he's doing, and it's just weird. Like to me, I don't know if because people are like saying, like, okay, well, the roasting, but I'm not mad at him. I'm not angry with him. I don't. He hasn't really said anything that deserves my ire. So I don't know if it's pity. I don't know what it is, because it's like I'm seeing the kind of streams that he was doing, and it seems like he's just unraveling, I guess. I don't know. It's just weird. I mean, and I'm in this weird headspace about it. Like, what the?
Well, I will say this. I will say this about Brother Big Nate, because I've been dealing with Nate a while. I remember way before he got a channel, Brother Big Nate used to come through my shit. He kind of came up through people like Bernard Riley and myself. Okay, I'm willing to say that, and I don't think he would mind me saying that.
Yeah.
Brother Big Nate's been dealing with me for a while, and one thing I know about Brother Big Nate, he's very serious about particular things, and particular things fuck with him, and you piss him off, he's gonna come out swinging. I mean, he's coming out swinging. I mean, you get under his skin, he's coming out swinging. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about that shit. you make it personal, he's gonna take it personally. So I mean, and I don't need to defend Brother Big Nate. He's perfectly capable of doing that himself. But I mean, that much I can say about him. That Brother Big Nate, if you make it personal, he's gonna take it personally, and he's gonna come out swinging. Yeah, he's coming out swinging.
Mm.
So I can say
I don't
that
know.
about Brother Big Nate.
I don't know. It's just weird. It's just weird. And like again, I'll say it personally to him if he's listening to it. I mean, I would have said it to him personally then. I mean, I wasn't really upset when he did what he did. I'm not mad at it. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just kind of weird with the kind of stuff he's doing. It is.
No,
Brother
and
Free Zone.
salute, a true salute, brother X, man. Brother X,
Absolutely.
he was cooking tonight, man. I agree with all that shit, man. It's
Yeah. I was just talking. I was just talking.
well,
Just talking.
let's move it away from Nate real quick because
Cool.
this actually isn't about like nobody's mad at me. Nobody at
Yeah.
all. First off, do I sound clear? Because I know I was muffled the other day.
A little.
Yeah, you good.
You're pretty good. Yeah.
It's not
Okay.
too bad. It's
Yeah.
not too bad. Even for my old ass ears, I can hear you.
You sound like you sound like you're under maybe 2 feet of water, not under 10. So
Yeah.
Am I 2 feet? Am I 2 feet now?
you've ascended.
Scuba gear, not a submarine.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, not a submarine.
So the fact of the matter is, and you brought this out, and it's very true. Let's say I call, hypothetically speaking, let's say I call A Truth's wife a bitch, right?
Mm-hmm.
We get into a heated discussion. I call his wife a bitch. He feels some type of way about it. He goes off.
Mm-hmm.
I have no right to dictate how he can respond. The other side of that coin, the other side of that coin is that everybody else has the right to dictate their opinion on how he responds to me.
I agree.
And you know what I'm saying? And so what you're seeing is a rollout cataclysmic effect of an initial response.
Yeah.
A situation happened,
Mm-hmm.
and both sides were fucked up. Like when there's very rarely when you get into nigga shit, is it just one person's fault? It's usually, you know what I'm saying? It's usually some back and forth that goes down before a fight actually breaks out. So nobody's hands are clean. The issue with this particular situation is that though both hands are clean, it seems like only one person is admitting to dirty hands. And when somebody else calls out the fact that that person, like, yo, your hands are dirty too, it creates another response that other people can critique. And now you're in this kind of revolving door of continual responses if you choose to do so. And that's what we're seeing. And the crazy thing about it is nobody's mad except for the one who's continually making responses to people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's at this point it's just it's comedy. It's but now it's kind of gone. It's gone to a different place.
It's entered the realm of tragedy at this point.
Yeah, it's
Okay. Well, that may be the case, but I mean, if people are okay, let's say someone said something, right? And you said that, when a person says something, you can like, and I agree, you can't dictate, how a person responds to whatever you do to them because you don't know how they take it, right? So
right.
that person responds to that particular person, and then you got three and four other people who say something to this guy. I don't have a problem with that person responding to those other 3-4 people. I mean, you don't, because one person done already said something to him. He makes a response. You come at him critiquing, X, Y, and Z response. And guess what? He responds to you. I don't have a
Mm-hmm.
problem with that because you have initiated contact with this person, even though you may
Right.
just be critiquing, what they're saying or how they responded to the first, infraction or the first slight or the first disrespect or whatever you want to, name it or title it. But now you have engaged with that person. So now if that
Right.
person responds to you, I don't have a problem with that. Whether it's 1, 10, 100, or 1,000 of you, I mean, you've engaged the person. So, I mean, to expect a particular response, no response, or a response that you deem worthy, I just think is ridiculous because you engaged this person. You chose to come at this person and say, "Oh, I don't like the way you responded to this guy. I don't like the way you responded to this." I mean, you engage this person, especially if you engage them with some, "Oh, you a bitch. Oh, you are this. Oh, you are that," because now
Right. Right.
you're engaging the person now. So now you get a
Right.
response.
Oh yeah. And I mean, nigga tube is the nigga tube is funny because depending upon how you respond, it can do well for you or it can go against you depending upon
That's
how you
true.
respond.
That's true.
And if you have people, let's take the country, right? We're in the U.S. China's over there, Russia's over there. There's this big thing, the silent thing, but it's kind of going on. If the U.S. responds in a way that looks weak, that lets people from, let's say, Russia, oh, okay, I see an opening. Your flank has been exposed. Your weakness is out. I
Hmm.
can dig into that. Now, that can you do enough of that, and that's pretty much if you look at the whole beef sector, the drama side of nigga that's that's basically what it is. It's a day in, day out response to this, response to that. There's people who've been responding to each other for years. You know what
now,
I'm saying?
now that's
Just
just
back and
absurd.
forth.
It's gotten absurd at that point. If it done went that goddamn long, it's absurd.
Right, right.
That's a love affair at
But
that point.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah,
That's a
yeah.
relation.
And
That's a
and
relationship.
and over and over here, like I'm perfectly understand like I understand that okay, like I have quote unquote uh people that I would consider haters. But I only respond to people who I actually admire. Like me, like for example, like on this very platform yesterday, we had Faulkner up here. Now me
Hmm.
and Faulkner go back and forth all the time, but it's
Shut
never on no it's never on no pull up, catch a flight, any of that. We both are man enough to understand that we're disagreeing with each other's arguments. I've never attacked him personally. I don't know him personally. I've never said anything about his family. I don't want to know about his family. I don't want to know anything really about him because I want it focused on the argument. And so when that's understood, we can do that and still be on a panel on a different day, knowing very well that I don't view him as any type of bitch ass niggas or any of that stuff. And hopefully he doesn't view me the same way. We just understand it's an exchange of ideas. But
Yes.
once it gets personal, then all bets are off, man. The rules change,
Yeah, yes it does.
Yeah.
you
Because
know.
that's where the problems start, right? When you start talking about
Mm-hmm.
somebody's personal life and their wife and their kids and they this and they that. I mean, because now it's off the rails because whatever y'all were discussing, whatever y'all were talking about, it's gone beyond that now. I mean, brothers can come on my channel and argue ideas all night long. I don't have a problem with that. It can even get heated if you're arguing over ideas, but I don't want you up here talking about somebody's wife. I don't want you up here talking about somebody's kid. I don't want you up here talking about somebody's husband or their mama or I don't want y'all arguing back and forth about that shit
What about
on
speech
my channel
impediments?
for
What about
15 minutes.
what about speech? What about speech impediments though?
Well, that's on display, right? It's kind of on display. That's kind of part of it. But I mean, to start talking about the man kids and start talking about his lady, and what does any of that have to do with what's going on right here?
Yeah.
Well, nothing.
I'm not going to do. I'm not going to bring up somebody's family.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it has nothing to do with what's going on up here. They're not on media.
I'm not that bad.
All right,
and that's the whole personal. If I'm cooking somebody that has nothing to do with ideas, it's based off of something that you did on YouTube.
There you go.
Something you did, something you said, and that's how I got dragged. Like, I mean, I put myself into. I can't say I got dragged into it because I couldn't resist. I saw a contradiction, and I just when I see something that doesn't make sense, I'm working on it. The problem. I got to get it because when you just did something that didn't make sense, and I just called it out.
You got to make up your mind up, Free Zone. That's your mind up. Your mind up. Make up your mind up.
Your mind up. Yeah, man.
No, it wasn't mind
up your mind up.
It wasn't even the word mind. It was mind. Make up your mind up. So you got to do that, Free Zone. If you're going to try to make it in these,
it's crazy, man. It's just
man. Yeah. So like I make it I make it a thing because then it turns into feminine shit. It turns into hoe shit to me. Like on an online thing, I make it a thing not to know you personally, so that it's clear. Like I don't ever want to. If somebody's going through whatever, you were broke boy and all this, it's like, all right, I don't care. Now, if you unveil that information as we're talking, then yeah, I'm gonna use it. Like maybe you just said it. Like of course.
Yeah. If you get into a conversation, about money and shit like that, you kind of open the fucking door, right? I mean, you open the door when you start talking about motherfuckers' money. That's different now because you open it. Oh, motherfucker, I got more money than you. You done open that door now. I mean, because I've gotten into those conversations too when, motherfuckers say, oh man, you don't got this, that they fuck around and they piss me off because I don't really talk about my money like that. I don't have to.
Yep.
But I mean, motherfuckers say some stupid shit. I'm like, motherfucker, we can compare motherfucking bank deposits right now, motherfucker. I can pull mine up, motherfucker. And if you done deposited more in the bank in a quarter than I have this month, I'll give you whatever I got in there, you motherfucker. I'll go there. I'll go there. I'll go there if you open the fucking door. All right, you open the door and start talking that kind of shit. Like, okay, motherfucker, put your money where your mouth is. Yeah, oh yeah, put your money where your mouth is, motherfucker.
Yeah.
All right.
It is what it is.
Put your money where your mouth is. So I don't really talk, money like that. But I mean,
but see, those types of people take it there and then like forget that they took it there.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, you brought up money. Like I didn't.
Because they don't, brother. Free Zone. Like I was saying earlier, man. A lot of times people get up here and they say shit that they don't really fucking believe. They don't believe the shit that they're saying, man. They're just saying it. They're just hurling it like a fucking boomerang. All right? They don't believe what the fuck they're saying. They're just saying it to try to one up the next Negro. That's all. That's the only reason why they're saying. They don't believe they have more money than you. They don't believe that your fucking wife is a whore. They don't believe that you're broke. They don't believe that they don't believe it. They're just saying it. They're just throwing shit out there, man, trying to see what sticks. That's what they're doing. They're throwing shit out there to, number one, besmirch you, belittle you, shame you, shut you up, get under your skin, because usually you've gotten under theirs. You've gotten under theirs. So now they're gonna say, oh, you're this, you're that. Fuck your kids, fuck your mama, fuck your wife, fuck your husband, fuck your cousin. You know, they're gonna go there because you've gotten under their fucking skin for some reason. Or they're trying to give what they're saying some type of fucking impact. They're trying to give their whole narrative some type of impact. And I was listening to Brother Supreme earlier, right? I was listening because I was there like in like midstream, and then I had to leave. But when I came back, he was still fucking streaming. I was like, oh shit, he's still on. And I was yeah, because he was still on, and I had been gone like 4 hours.
Yeah,
and shit.
man.
And he was still on.
I admire him for going all that time without opening the channel. Kept it entertaining the entire time too. I was like, damn, because I left for a minute too and came back. I'm like, yo, this man's still cooking.
Let me tell you something about that fucking Brother Supreme, man. That dude, cause me and Supreme, we talk a lot, man. That's my dude right there. We talk a lot. And let me tell you something, boy. That is probably one of the most intelligent motherfuckers that I have ever had conversations with. The shit he talks about when we on the phone, because we don't talk no YouTube shit. I mean, that's one of the most intelligent motherfuckers that I know. All right. The man's he's a super genius, man. And I mean, for a long time, what a lot of people don't know, for a long time when it comes to Brother Supreme, he was like my shadow producer for a lot of shit that I was doing. Like when I had the debate league, and you know, I would have all these motherfucking intricate intros and videos and shit. Everybody know about it now, but back then, all that shit was coming from him. Brother Supreme was doing all of it, man. Brother Supreme is the one who helped me develop the debate format that I use now. Well, I'm spilling the beans on him now. He probably didn't want me to tell y'all this, but I mean, he helped me develop the format because my debates used to be a different format. He helped me develop the format with the clocking and all that kind of shit. Like I said, the graphics, the setup. When I started the debate league, Brother Supreme created the charts, the graphs, and put all the names on it and all that shit. He did all that shit, man. You know, like behind the scenes that nobody knew nothing about it. Nothing about it. So, you know, fucking Supreme, that's my dude right there. And like I said, that's probably one of the smartest motherfuckers I know. And he has done a lot to make this channel right here, T.P.O.T. He has done a lot to make this motherfucker grow. Trust me. A lot of shit that y'all don't even know about is because of that brother. But go ahead, you got it.
Yeah, I mean, the guy does make a good show. I'll give him that. Like, he really does. He has a talent for it. He has a very good talent for it.
Well, I was listening to him the last end because, like I said, when I came back after like 3-4 hours, he was still on, and the shit he was saying at the end, man, I remember back in those days when they used to talk about his children, talk about his wife. Like, I mean,
like a dog too.
I mean, like the craziest of shit, man. And, you know, no one really knew who Brother Supreme was because I didn't. Back then, you know, he had came on my stream a couple times, but I didn't really know who he was. And I mean, they talked about his kids, man. They talked about his wife. I mean, all kinds of shit, man. Like, I mean, really. And he just took it in stride. He leaned into it. You know, he never got, you know, like upset or yelled and screamed because, you know, he don't use a lot of profanity, you know, like me. You know, he don't got that sailor Navy mouth like me. And he always just kind of leaned into it, like, you know, and they talk shit about Brother Supreme. What they don't know about Brother Supreme, but that motherfucker can probably buy and sell most of these Negroes over and over and over for a higher price. All right? Make no mistake. That motherfucker could buy. The niggas that used to talk shit to Brother Supreme, and I hope you motherfuckers are listening, he probably could buy you and sell you over and over and over for a higher price, Negroes. He probably could. I know, because I know him. He probably could. Easily. With just by using his fucking American Express. Just that. He could buy you, sell you, buy you for a higher price, sell you, then buy you for a higher price. Just he probably could. Yeah, he probably could. But anyway, yeah, they used to really get into his they used to get into it, get on his family, man, and get on his wife and all this kind of shit, man. Just despicable shit, man. Despicable shit. Motherfuckers, all right. Motherfuckers who couldn't hold a candle to that man would go in on him like that. And like I said, Brother Supreme would take that shit in stride. He would lean into it, man. You know, he'd lean into it and crack his jokes and all that kind of shit. And, you know, of course, I thought it was totally fucking ridiculous. I thought it was horrible. I thought it was deplorable. All right? I thought it was deplorable because they didn't even know him. So, of course, they didn't know his wife, his family, his kids. Man, they didn't know shit about that man. They were just talking. And guess what? It's more motherfuckers lying to themselves because what they are saying, they couldn't have believed it because what they were saying, they didn't know anything about it. They were describing something that they had no knowledge of. So there's no fucking way they could have believed it unless they're insane. That's what I'm talking about. You're saying these things about people, places, or things that you have no knowledge of. So you can't have any idea that you're telling the truth. So that means you don't believe it, especially when you're saying things that are patently untrue, man. You know they're untrue. Before it even comes out of your black ass mouth, you know it's untrue, but you're saying it anyway. You don't believe it unless you're insane. I say again, if you believe it, that means you're insane. That's what I'm talking about. Just saying shit to be saying it for whatever reason. To belittle the person, try to shame the person, try to get the person back on their heels, try to make them look bad in front of people, or my favorite, to make your own black ass feel better. But y'all got it. Sorry, y'all. There's a train. There's a train driving through my backyard right now. There's a train in my backyard.
But I mean, I learned, dude. I learned that from him, how to lean into it properly. So,
Yeah.
and he helped me to realize that a lot of this is just wrestling. To me, this is no different than wrestling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you become, because I know I'm at the end of the day I'm speaking to an avatar, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's different when I'm talking to, you know, let's say when I'm talking to a person who I don't know. Let's say his name is Mysterious. Okay, I'm
No, I
talking to
like Willie
Mysterious.
Bobo. I like Willie Bobo. I like Willie Bobo.
Okay,
Nah,
let's say Willie
I'm
Bobo.
not fucking with you.
Talking shit to Willie Bobo. There's a difference
Oh
between
shit.
talking shit to
When y'all see
there's
the sex bots, man, get them out. Get them motherfucking sex bots out. Fucking YouTube already that was fucking with me the other day over the Amiri video and shit. So get the sex bots out of this motherfucker.
there's a difference between talking to Willie Bobo and then talking to, let's say his real name's Jeremiah. Talking to Jeremiah.
Mm-hmm.
Once I find out who you really are, to me the fun is over. It's no longer fun at that point. That's kind of how I think, because it's like again, unless I have a genuine interest in you, I have no desire to know you personally. That's how my mind processes. So that way, you know not to take things personally because I'm not intending to be personal with you. Which actually, and for some people, it actually creates this type of uh, it's hard to tell whether it's artificial or genuine because you don't really know the person, but there's a respect there
Mm,
because we know what it is when we come to the tube. We know
yeah,
this is wrestling. Like everybody loved Hulk Hogan until they found out he was actually a different type of way. Then
yes.
it's like, oh, it's over. Hulk Hogan is done. And I would like I would like I would like you to remain Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
You know what I'm saying? Now once we move to a different level where we're talking to each other personally, then that's a whole different relation.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
so, a lot of people don't understand that.
Yeah, well, I think because I say again, it's quite a few brothers that I talk to on a regular basis on the phone. We talk about all kinds of shit. I have business connections. I do voiceovers and shit like that for people. I mean, a lot goes on, in the back channels, with this YouTube shit. I know it does with me. Because YouTube ain't like this primary source of income and shit. I actually work for my money. So, but I do make quite a bit of money doing voiceovers. I mean, you can hear my voice many, many places, and I don't just do it on YouTube. I do voiceovers outside of YouTube. I've been doing voiceover work for years. So, I talk to a lot of people because I do voiceovers for people that aren't even in this space. They hear my shit on like Bernard Riley, or they hear my shit on Obsidian, or they hear me on Nate, or, somewhere else. And, they hit me up, and I sent them some goddamn tracks. I sent them some VO specs. I sent them some, rough drafts of voiceovers and shit. And I make a decent amount of money. Probably make shit. I know I make way more money off of goddamn doing voiceover work than I do YouTube itself. So YouTube, I've been doing this for a while. Like I said earlier, man, I was doing it before I made a dime. I did this shit for like 2 years before I ever saw one penny come from it because I just liked doing it. I mean, I get the little AdSense and the super chat money and cash apps here and there, but I mean, that shit doesn't pay for one fucking bill in my house. Not one. Told you. Cigars, dog food. That's it. That's it. My dog thanks you now. My dog thanks you, Negroes. Because the YouTube money you provide gets him an extra 60-pound bag of dog food. But other than that, I mean, that's kind of all it covers for the most part. I got a big fucking dog. Motherfucker eats a lot. So, I buy him a couple bags of dog food, maybe get me a box of cigars or two out of it. And that's it for the YouTube money. That's it. And guess what? Where I got my payment threshold set at, some months it don't even pay out nothing. It's like a little piggy bank that I fucking, dig in every now and then, to fucking buy cigars and dog food. That's it. That's all it covers. Nothing else, nothing more. And I've been saying that for a long fucking time. And my dog thanks you, Negroes. Yeah, he thanks you. Yeah, he thanks you. Maybe I'll let him get on the mic one day and thank you motherfuckers personally. Yeah, I'll let him roof for you motherfuckers. And people don't like that I say that shit either, but I don't care because it's the truth. I mean, it's the truth. So, no matter what, man, I've always said that if they launched the missile through fucking YouTube tonight, man, it wouldn't hurt my bottom line, man. It just wouldn't. I would just go on with what I do, find somewhere else. I just move over to TikTok or some shit like that. Something like that. So, or BitChute or something. I mean, I just like the people. What I like most about YouTube is that I have been able to interact with thousands of people. I've had so many different people on this channel over the course of like the last 6 or 7 years. Because I've been on here for like, this year will be 7 years. I started doing this in 2015, I think November of 2015. So this November be 7 years I've been on this shit. The first couple of years I was still in radio, so I wasn't really putting a lot of time into it like I do now. But I mean, 7 years, man. And I've been telling everybody that I'm kind of coming to the end of the road. You know, I'm kind of coming to the end of the road of it. Uh, and of course, you know, I got my home life to deal with because me and my wife, you know, we got some big moves we trying to make right now. So, I mean, but this might be it. You know, this might be the last year y'all see me on this motherfucker, at least live anyway. You know, you go watch my old streams and the pre-records, but may not be too much streaming, man, in 2023. To be honest, this might be it. Might be it. Starting not to like it anymore. I used to like it. I'm starting not to like it. So it's kind of where I'm at with it at this point. You know.
I mean,
Plus,
you've been able to hear all the same conversations. Like, how many more
yes,
debates can be had?
yes,
You know what I'm saying? Now, I do like,
yes.
folks like SKC coming in. I don't know if you've heard these particular types of debate topics. It sounds like he's bringing something new to the table as far as debate topics. Um,
Yes.
but outside of that, I mean, how many times can you have the reparations conversation? How many times
Mm-hmm.
can you have the the white man this, the white man that? No, the white man
Uh,
don't. No, the white man this. Like, yeah,
oh man, those were like when I started doing the debates. Those were like some of the main ones. You know, white supremacy, the white man's education, the white woman, the this, the white that. I mean, cause like I said, some of everybody has debated over here from all sectors, man. Not just this particular sector, man. I mean, people
right,
have
right.
debated from many, many different sectors, man. I've had lawyers and MBAs debate over here. I've had pro-blacks debate over here. I've had quote unquote coons debate over here. I mean, people from all different sectors have debated here, man. I probably got right now, I would say on my channel, right now, it's probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 200 different debates on this channel. People from all different walks of life. I've had female debates where it was girl on girl. Told you I had an
Mm,
MBA. A MBA came through one time. She debated a lawyer. I mean, it's just so many conversations have been had. I don't think that there's, like you said, brother Freezone. I don't think there's too many more conversations to be had at this point.
what was the most unique debate topic that you've had on your channel?
Hmm. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah. Brother Clue. The only person that hadn't been on this channel was Tommy Sotomayor, and guess what? He's been here too. He's been here too. Um, the most unique, I would have to say. Well, this is probably a close second when they debated the vegan diet versus the meat diet. That was kind of unique. And then, believe it or not, my favorite debate was the debate I had one time against Taz and Brother Ramil. That was my
Mm,
favorite debate. Because that was my first official debate. I had did other debates before that, but that was the quote unquote, like, you know, debut of debates. And I think they were, I don't even remember what they were debating. I know they were debating a bunch of shit. I think they were debating STEM. I think they were debating something about STEM. I mean, I don't even remember. It's been so long ago. Um, I'm trying to think. There's another one too that I liked. Trying to think. I liked the debates that J.I. did on here because when J.I. came on, he always debated the same thing. He just had different challengers. And he beat everybody except Big Nate. Big Nate was the only one to ever beat J.I. on my channel. Every time J.I. battled somebody, he won, but he lost to Big Nate the last time he debated. The first defeat that I've seen. And I was shocked because J.I. usually comes over here and wins, but the crowd went for Nate. And that's got to be one of my favorites too.
Isn't Nate undefeated over here?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Damn.
He's undefeated, and Ramil is undefeated over here. They're the only two undefeated people here is Nate and Ramil. Ramil debated multiple. Oh, yeah, that's right. He lost to Brother Supreme the other night. He lost. That's right. So that's an L for Nate. That's right, Brother Clue. He lost to Brother Supreme. Damn, and that was just the other day. Damn. That was just the other day. Yeah. He lost. That's the first loss Brother Nate had. First loss. Now, Brother Ramil came here, debated multiple people, won every single one. He didn't lose one. Not one. He debated like everybody. I mean, literally everybody. And he won every single one. The only one came close to beating him was Mr. Fantastic. Mr. Fantastic is also the only defeat he ever had over here was against Brother Ramil. So those are like my top debaters. Nate, J.I., Ramil, Mr. Fantastic. Those are like my top debaters because they got a lot of wins. And BMT. BMT has debated over here multiple times. I think BMT only lost one, I think. I'm trying to think. I'm not even sure if he lost. I think somebody on his team lost. Because remember, I used to have a league. It was a debate league. People don't remember, man. You know, I have to give them this reminder when I had the league, you know, because, see, they fucked around and forgot about this here.
Join the league. Join the league.
Yeah, they forgot about that shit, Brother Free Zone. They forgot about that shit, boy. I had 6 teams, and each team had at least 6 people on it. We used to do team debates, all kinds of shit, man. 2-on-2s. Yeah. We did a draft and everything. We did a draft where all the captains came and picked people. Trey used to be a captain over here. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of those, going back and watching old footages and stuff.
Oh yeah. Trey, Jay Shine, Mr. Fantastic, Ramil, BMT, and AJ. Those were my 6 captains, and they all had like 6, 7, 8 motherfuckers on their team, man. Yeah, this is where it went down at, man. This was the debate league over here, man. I'm telling you. This was it. This was it. And people you would never figure were part of it. Brother Supreme was part of it. I think he was on I'm trying to think. I think he was on Trey's team, I believe. I don't even remember. It's been so long, man. I've done so many of them, Brother Free Zone. I can barely remember them shits, man. Barely.
Man, I got one. I was watching one a while ago that pops in my head. It was a SYSBM debate with M.O.T. and Jay Shine. Oh my God, bro.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh man. Classic after classic after classic.
Oh yeah. My brother Jay Shine was a captain over here too. Yeah, he was a captain over here too. Yeah. It used to go down, Brother Free Zone. It used to go down, man. Used to go down. We would do 3 and 4 debates a week. I would do one Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, then do one Saturday. We would have double headers where I had like a small pre-debate, like a little 20, 30-minute debate, like an opening debate. Did we do the big debate? I mean, we used to have like the celebrity timekeeper. You never knew who the timekeeper was gonna be. I would have a surprise timekeeper. YouTubers from all over. Different YouTubers were the timekeepers. I mean, it was a whole thing, man. It was a whole thing, brother Freezone. It was a whole thing, and there used to be massive amounts of people there too, man. I'd have 200, 300, 400 people in the chat. Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
right.
man. It used to go down, brother Freezone. It used to go down. That's why I say the things that I say. I mean, I've heard all the conversations, brother Freezone. I've heard them all. I've seen all the debates. I've heard all the convos, man. It's like I just have.
That's why it's not surprising to hear that you're hanging it up, because it's like, what more,
Yeah,
what more is
yeah,
there to do?
yeah. There's nothing left.
So
Yeah. Thanks for having me on, X. I gotta get off. But thanks.
Absolutely, brother Tourism, man. Well, when we gonna do another Hulk out, man? We gotta, cause that's a series. God damn it, I'm making that into a series. God damn it, that's gonna be one of the series up here on T.P.O.T. The Hulk outs.
Whenever it works for you, brother. I'm always at your disposal, man.
So what you doing next week before you go? God damn it, cause I like to book a week out. What you doing next week?
I don't think this month will probably be good because I'm trying to take care of something throughout the rest of this month. Plus, I got
Okay.
like got some videos I want to put out this month as well while I'm trying to do all this other nonsense. So, October will probably be best.
All right. Well, just hit me up and let me know. Do
Got you,
that.
bro.
As soon as you're ready, we'll do one.
You know that, sir. All right.
All right.
Salute, free zone.
Peace.
Be easy, bro.
salute, Drew. Be easy. I enjoy his Hulk outs.
Oh yeah,
I
that'd be
enjoy those.
insane, man. Insane, cause truism be going in, man.
Well,
The
because
Hulk out.
this is the only, and he's been around, man. This is the only platform that allows him to go in uninhibited, full fledged, complete Hulk. Just
The bed's going down.
okay. Just 100%. This is the only
Absolutely.
channel that'll let him do it.
Absolutely. And I just let him.
So
I just let him go, man. I don't say nothing. I just let him go.
yeah, man.
I let him go. I let him go. Sometimes I walk away from my shit, man, and go out on my deck and smoke a cigar and just listen. I just let him go, man. I just let him go. Yeah, I just let him go, man. I let
Yeah,
him
man.
go.
And Clue, the only debate that I know SKC lost was against Ramil. That's the only one I think he lost.
Yeah, I think so, because he's debated Ramil too. I mean, there's so many debates, Brother Freezone. Like, I don't even remember all them shits, man. I don't even
Yeah,
remember
man.
all them shits, man. I would be pressed to remember them, but I know I got to go in there because I have some of them in there that aren't even on playlists. They're just kind of floating around. So I'm going to get in there and organize them, at some point, between now and, the end of the year. It's just that right now, me and my wife, we trying to make a big move right now. So I kind of got a lot going on, around the crib, with work and everything else. So, I haven't had the time to do it the way I want to do it. Notice I only stream on certain days, man. These Wednesday and Thursday and Saturday are great days for me, to stream because of my schedule, my work schedule and everything else. So I've been doing Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, man, for like a minute now, at least 2 years, because these are the days that work for me. Yeah, this is the only days that I could really like be doing this shit. Wednesday, Thursday, even Saturdays are stretched sometimes, depending on
Right.
what time I get in, because sometimes I don't get in till like 7, and then I gotta hurry up, clean up, get ready, do the stream, deal with Negroes, This is all that
Is
too.
it I mean, I don't want to know. You don't have to get specific, but new new state or just new house?
How'd you know I was? You're a perceptive fella, ain't you? Nah, not a new state, man. Just a new place.
Okay, gotcha. That's,
It's a new state, a new place.
nah,
Yeah,
man. So
yeah, yeah.
I've been telling
We're
folks to,
moving on up. That kind of thing.
hey, let's go,
That kind of
let's
thing,
go.
man.
Good
That
deal,
kind
good
of
deal.
thing. So,
Do you
got that going on.
do you think this situation will resolve itself soon?
Which situation you talking about? Which one?
Uh,
There's so many.
the
It's
one that the one that was the SKC spoke about, the one that's ongoing.
um, it probably will. It
Hmm.
probably will, brother Freezone. It probably will. At least for a little while, at least temporarily. Um, temporarily it will. And then some other shit'll come along. The waters on the river don't stay smooth forever. They eventually go to getting choppy once again. So you just have to kind of treasure. You have to treasure and savor when the lake is smooth. You know how a lake just looks like a big mirror sometimes. You know how it just looks like
Mm-hmm.
a mirror. The water is really, really calm, but it never stays that way. Never. It's gonna be choppy one day when you come down there to go fish in it. You love it when it looks like that, when it just looks like a big old glass. But sometimes when you come down there, the river's just choppy as hell. And
Right,
and I
right.
think I think that's how this kind of works. It's smooth for a while, and then it get choppy, and the beach starts to erode, and then
That's
eventually
it.
it kind of smooths out again. That's this media stuff, especially when you're talking about YouTube, Twitter, Facebook stuff, man. Because number one, there's too many Negroes on it. Anything where there's a lot of Negroes,
Yeah,
there's going to be disturbances. All right, there's no way it's
that's
just going
it.
to be smooth for an eternity. There's too many Negroes involved. So
That's it.
you just kind of treasure the smooth times, man, and try to circumnavigate it the best way you can. Me, I try to stay
Mm-hmm.
out of it, cause usually when shit's going down, it's usually two people that that I'm cool with, and this is the first time that I've witnessed this kind of stuff. I mean, this kind of stuff has been going on YouTube for like literally years. Where you have
Right.
people at each other's throats, and this guy's making a stream, and then this guy's making a stream about him, then this guy's calling him a bitch, and this guy's calling him a bitch, and and you're cool with both of the people. So the best thing that I found out for you to do is just stay out of it. Stay out of it. Don't choose sides. No matter how much you want to, just let them work it out or not. Stay out of it. Don't try to take sides. Don't click up with one side and another side. No. If you cool with both of them, just let it be that. Just let it be that. You cool with both sides. Don't have anything to do with it. That's the best way to do it, man. Especially when you talk about us as grown men, because we grown men up here. So
Right.
we don't need to click up with somebody and be like, oh man, you not his friend no more. I'm not his friend no more either. Like, nah,
Yeah, no,
nah. That
that's just whack.
yeah, man, that's junior high shit, man. So my thing is
Yeah.
to just stay out of it. Just stay out of it. Let the men handle it. Um, everybody up here is grown men. They don't need anybody's help to fight. Cause I've been there before, where you take sides with people and all that old kind of shit. Like, man, nah, I'm not even trying to do that kind of shit anymore, man. Like, if I'm cool with both of y'all, I'm cool with both of y'all. And if this person is mad with me because I'm still cool with him, or this person is mad with me because I'm still cool with the other guy, that's their problem, not mine. That's their problem.
Yeah.
So the whole
Oh yeah.
choosing sides shit just ain't for me, man. Just let them work it out or not. That's it.
You know what's crazy? Like I in those situations, I I do things completely different. I'm the one that'll roll out, like, because very rarely is there a situation like that where it's just solely one person's fault. Like I'm the one
Yeah.
I'm the one that'll come out and say, hey, all right, it's both y'all fault. Y'all are both complicit in this here situation. You wrong for
Yeah.
these reasons, you wrong for these reasons. And typically the one who won't fess up is the one I look
Mm.
at kind of. You know what I'm saying? Because if you can't even objectively see that you played a part in this, then that's a character issue on your part.
Mm.
And you know what I'm saying? And then I'll go from there. It just is what it is. But for the most part, yeah, you stay out of it, man. It's just, if grown men can't resolve it, then it is what it is. And like this is YouTube, so it
Yeah.
should be taken with a grain of salt. That, and I like talking to y'all because I notice when y'all talk, not only do y'all have families, y'all got hobbies. Y'all got things
Yeah.
that y'all like to do that like a lot of niggas on YouTube ain't got hobbies. They don't have
this
when
this is their hobby. It's a
it's when they
full-time
get off work,
hobby.
it's YouTube. They get off work,
Yeah.
it's like come on,
Yeah.
man, get you go draw
Yeah.
something, go read a book, go take a class, go
Well, I
take a cooking class, take a business class, go you know do something. Get up off here, man. You starting to think this is too real. You getting too close to the
yeah.
sun.
Yeah. You're getting too close to it. I think it makes a difference though. Like when you're a brother with a wife and the kids and the family and the mortgage and bills and taxes and all kind of bullshit going on, it's hard
Mm-hmm.
to be it's hard to be that serious about YouTube because you got all this other shit that's going on in your life. So YouTube is the one place I could come and just kind of like just get up here and chop it down with the brothers. Cause life is hectic, boy, at times round the old ex camp.
Right, right.
A lot's going on at once. Um, a lot of things depend on me, and it is what it is. I told you I do YouTube because I enjoy it, man, not because it sustains me. Because I don't make a lot of money off of YouTube. Like, you know, I mean, you have to go back quite a ways, man, to hear me say hit the Cash App. Like, I don't even say that out of my mouth. You might see it come up on the moniker, but I mean, you'd have to go back quite a ways to hear me say hit the Cash App. Like, because
Right, right.
one thing I realized a long time ago is that I don't need to do that. Like I never needed to do that, so I just stopped doing it. I mean, of course, people, they super chat me and they hit me with a few cash ups here and there, but they do it because they want to do it, man, not because I'm soliciting it, man. I mean, you barely see it come up on my damn thing. I mean, it don't even come up because it's in my bot too, but you like barely see it, man. It doesn't even come up like that because I realized that I don't need to do that, man. I figured that out a long time ago. Like, I have to ask motherfuckers for money, man. I don't need money like that. If you want to give me something, that's on you. I ain't gonna solicit shit. I ain't gonna solicit, man. If you want to do it, you do it on your own free will. That's it. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah. And if funds ain't coming in and it ain't worth it, then you got a decision to make.
Yeah, yeah. If you don't, if you don't think it's worthy of dropping some coins, I get it. All right, I'm cool with it. I'm still gonna be able to stream. Even if you don't,
Yeah,
I pay my streaming service for the year, so I'm good for 12 months. I'm good for 12 months.
that's it.
I'm good.
And I think like I mean, people forget that, man. Like it is, you got to give people what they want to make them justify giving you the money. I mean,
Yeah,
it's entertainment, but it's capitalism at the end of the day. So
yeah,
like the
it is.
whole like begging for cash app thing, it's like I I
Yeah,
don't understand. I mean, I guess I get it, but I don't. I just don't. From my perspective, I can't relate to it. It just is
yeah,
what it is.
Yeah, you got to go back. You got to go back a ways to hear me say hit the Cash App. You got to go back quite a ways. You got to go back at least 2 to 3 years to like hear me verbally say it. Yeah, you got to go back a ways. Got to go back a
Right,
ways.
right. I don't know if Nick is still in the chat, but I want to do a stream with Nick about music.
Oh yeah, that's the
I didn't.
music. That's the music
Yeah,
man right there. Nick is like he knows like every goddamn song, every group, everything. Because I'll be trying to catch him out there sometime, and I can't do it. I try,
right.
I can't. I try to hit him with some shit that I'm like, I'll bet you ain't got this shit. Next thing I know, he's sending me the link to the shit being on his channel. Like the
That's
shit been
it.
on his
Yeah,
channel.
man.
Shit been on his channel for like 2 years.
And
Like,
and he got music that I don't know if it's unreleased or where he got it from, but he'll have music that has people in it that don't even like. Hey, you know Jimi Hendrix, right? Like, yeah. Well, he did a song with Gerald Levert. Like, what?
yeah, yeah,
What, Nick?
yeah.
Where did you get this? I can't do my sources like that, but I'm telling you, I'm bro.
I'm telling you, singers and instrumentalists that you never knew they made music. Nick got them shits on his channel. He got them on his
Yeah,
channel,
man.
man. Songs on his channel. Cause I go to his channel sometimes just to hear shit that I used to listen to when I was younger, and it's there.
Hmm.
Whatever I'm looking for, that shit is there. It's on the channel. It's on the channel. I'm telling you, whatever you could possibly think of is on the channel. It's there. It's
Yeah,
there.
I seen a little competition. I wanted to see him and SKC do like a music. I don't know what I would call it, but like a music challenge, a music off or whatever. But it sounded like all the songs SKC got, Nick already got them. Like, damn,
Yeah. Yeah.
Nick is the go-to
That's the
guy.
music man. Yeah, that's the music man right there. That's the
For
music
real,
man.
man. For real.
You can't catch him out there. I've tried. You can't. I've tried. I've thrown all kinds of shit at him, and he just. I've thrown some of the most obscure shit possible, and somehow Nick know exactly what it is. Some old obscure, out of the left
Bruh.
field shit.
Yeah, yeah, that's them, the Bronson Boys, man.
Yeah, yeah,
1962. Did you know they had a 1935 version? Like, Nick, where the Nick, bro?
yeah,
1935. Like, what?
yeah, yeah.
Ah,
There's
man.
no catching Brother Taylor out there, man. You can forget that shit. Trust me, I've tried it. I've tried it. There's no doing it. There's no doing it. It's over. You want to know music though? Well, I did. I did a music stream one time with Brother Nick. It was me, Nick, Red's the bad guy, and I think Kuda was supposed to come, but he didn't. We're gonna do another one. I'm gonna get Nick. I'm gonna get Nick to do it. Um, if I could get Nick, like say I could get Nick, Kuda, and Dr. Thunder. That's what I want. I want Nick and Dr. Thunder on the same channel.
Oh shit.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we
Nick
definitely got to make
Kuda,
that happen, man.
yeah. Nick Kuda and Dr. Thunder would be nice, man. That would be like serious. That would be serious stuff. A classic. I'd have to put that one behind a paywall. That motherfucker's gonna have to pay that $4 a month to see that one. If you ain't here live, it's gonna be behind the paywall.
That's a fact.
Yeah, if you ain't live, it's going behind the paywall, Negroes. So yeah,
Yeah, man. Most definitely.
yeah. But
Yeah, and I think we need to move in those types of directions instead of, because there's a lot of people with a lot of different obscure knowledge and shit in that be on chats and stuff that I be seeing type because they
oh
got
yeah,
hobbies and stuff. So
oh yeah, they got
you know,
lives and shit.
you know
They
what I'm
got
saying. So that may
yeah,
be
they
the
got
next
real
direction.
lives.
I'm gonna have to get them on my channel and just kind of interview them, ask them questions, show the world what you got, kind of
Yeah,
deal.
well, every now and then I'll be down at Brother Nick's. He fuck around and invite me down there, and I go down there and talk my shit. I'll be down there talking shit. I be
I
down
be
there
trying to,
talking.
I be trying to catch Nick, but they don't like. I don't know if he's shadow banned or whatever, but when he go live, they don't. YouTube don't tell me.
Yeah, yeah, that
YouTube
happens.
don't tell me.
Well, that happens to it happens a lot. It happens with SKC. Sometimes I don't get notified for Brother Supreme shit. I wasn't getting notified with Brother Nick shit, but now I do. Let me see who else that used to happen to. It used to happen with Nate's, cause see, I'm subscribed to those guys, and I don't even know they be live. I get the alerts for people that I ain't watched in 9 months, but the brothers that the brothers that I actually want to watch, YouTube don't alert me to those, which is stupid.
Right.
Yeah, which is stupid. So there
Oh
is
yeah.
that. There is that. And who is this with their title is Cash App? Is it someone I need to block? Is it someone is it someone that requires blocking? Is it someone that requires blocking? That's what I need to know.
Oh man. But yo, man, I ain't gonna keep you up, man. I know I'm about to roll out, man. I got
Yeah,
like
I'm about to
Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm about to close it out, man. I've been up here like 3 hours. I was only gonna be up here 2, but brothers started to come up, so I said, "What the hell?" But I always appreciate you coming on, brother. Free Zone. You already know what it is, brother.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you cooking, man. That was a very good stream of consciousness that you laid out, man. People
Yeah.
people definitely got to stop lying to themselves and go out and get hobbies, man. If y'all, some of y'all need to go on YouTube fast. Get off YouTube for like a month. Get some
Yeah,
perspective.
yeah.
You know what
Start
I'm saying? So you can come
jogging.
back.
Start
Yeah.
jogging, or playing tennis, or bike riding, or some shit like that. Get some air in your lungs, man. I know you're tired of breathing the fucking asbestos down in fucking grandma's cellar and shit, man. And go outside, get some air. Quit sitting down there with the daddy long legs and the centipedes and the crickets and shit, man. Breathing in that fucking carbon monoxide and shit, man.
That's it,
You know,
man. That's it. But I'm gonna
when
get
you
to my
come,
baby, man. What's
yeah,
up?
when you coming up here to debate, man. You need to come up here and debate, man. Before I hit the switches for the last time, man. You need to come up here and do a debate, brother.
I'm gonna do one. I gotta find a good topic, man. I gotta find a topic worth debating. Plus, I gotta get used to your format with the rounds divided up. I'm more of a rapid fire kind of guy, but I'll craft it and get it right. Just so because I would if I come up here, I would want to do it right. So
Okay.
I gotta
Well,
find I gotta find a good topic. I'll let you know.
let me know, my brother.
All right, man. I got you, man. Be easy, brother. X,
Peace.
salute to the chat, y'all. Y'all take it easy.
Peace. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up, Negroes. Um, I'm not gonna bore y'all with programming notes tonight because I don't have any. I don't have any. But I am gonna say this before I go, because we at what 3 hours, 4 minutes, and 16 seconds. I want y'all to understand. Oh, brother Clue, you gonna come up here and throw down, man? When? When? We could do the Clue challenge. Somebody might challenge that. Brother Clue. We can do the Clue challenge. I can just let you know how we do the challenge, man. You come up here and you lay down your ideas and your premise, and we can do it next week if you want. Can't be Wednesday though, because Wednesday, brother Supreme and Good Mother is throwing down Wednesday. I mean, we can do it whenever you want. Shit, we can do it this week. We can do it Saturday if you want. We can do it. I tell you the days I can do it. We can do it this Saturday, next Thursday, or next Saturday. You can take your pick of any one of those days. This Saturday, next Thursday, or next Saturday is open. I don't have anything booked as of now. Now that can change. That can change here because I'm always getting hit up for one thing or another. A lot of shit, y'all don't know. I turn a lot of shit down because people write me, oh, X, I want to come on and talk about some bullshit. And I'll be like, nah, man, we ain't doing that. No. And I mean, no. Okay, so next Saturday then. Next Saturday. Okay. Next Saturday, we'll do the clue challenge. I'll make the thumbnail. Make sure you send me that picture, man. Brother Clue. And you know we do the Saturday ones early. We do them at 8 p.m. Eastern. Because I don't know if you and I are in the same time zone. But we do them 8 p.m. Eastern. Send me that picture, man, if you can. Because I'll do the thumbnail tomorrow. Because I don't work on Fridays. So I don't work on Fridays. So tomorrow I won't be doing shit except drinking beer and smoking cigars. And I gotta make up the thumbnail for Brother Supreme and Good Mother's thing for Thursday anyway. And I'll probably be making one for this coming Saturday if somebody hit me up with something that I feel like dealing with. So send me a photo to use to work into the thumbnail in the opening video, Brother Clue. If you can, my brother. If you can. If you can do it tonight, man, so I can have it by tomorrow. Go ahead and send it through. If you can, my brother. Yeah, but see, there's y'all programming note for next week, next Saturday. The Clue channel. Get ready. Black is a cult. Black is a cult, Negroes. You know you're going to get some challenges on that, boy. Yeah, some challenges is coming hot and heavy for that one, Brother Clue. Brother Taylor, I use a combination of, because I got something called Action. It's called Action Graphics, and then I have another one called God, what the hell is that other one called? Shit, I done forgot. Because I used two, Brother Taylor. I used two. One of them is called Action, and the other one is called Jesus, something logo maker. I forgot what the hell that shit is. And I just used it the other day too. Damn, what the hell is the name? I can't even forget. My ass old. My ass is old. Yeah, I have Adobe too. I have that too. I use that sometime. I use the Action and I use the other one because it's like really, really easy and I have a lot of templates. That's why when y'all hear the music, that come on like for all the series, whether it's Dark Exodus, What About series, like tonight, the Ridiculous Race Game, I have templates. So I can just stick certain images and shit in the template, because the music and all that shit is already set. So I can stick all that, stuff in there. And it makes it pretty easy for the old man, because I don't have time to do all that fancy shit that goddamn Brother Supreme be doing, goddamn it. I don't have that kind of time, goddamn it. I don't have that kind of know-how. Oh, I use it's called Aurora 3D. It's called, Brother Taylor. It finally got into my damn brain after 10 minutes. I use something called Action Graphics and Aurora 3D. Aurora 3D with Logo Maker is what it's called. Yeah, I use those too. I also use those for like, some of the graphics that you see. I use the Aurora sometimes, to because I have templates and I just can stick stuff in there, man. It's easy, you know. I don't have to do a lot of changes. I can just stick different photos, images. I can stick GIFs in there. I can stick video clips in there if I want to. Um, different freaking effects can go in there. It's yeah. That's why y'all see a lot of every time I do my intro, y'all see a different intro, because I can just take like videos. I can take clips. Um, I can take pictures because I don't have to use Photoshop to isolate a picture, because Photoshop isolates an image. It cuts the background out. I got a program that does that, and it does it just as good as Photoshop. I can take any picture of any person and run it through that program and like take whatever background out of it, no matter what's behind there, whether you're standing by a car or standing in a field or whatever. I can put it through that program and it'll rip you out of there, and I can it'll isolate the photo and shit. So yeah. What's good, brother Big Pontiac? I see you up there, brother. Yeah, it'll isolate the photo, because a lot of times, y'all see I have thumbnails, it has the single photo. Like if I can take a screenshot of something. I can take a screenshot, turn that into a photo, and I can remove all the shit out of the background of that photo, you know, like I did, like I did the one with the girl. Remember the girl in Georgia? She got arrested out there, thrown on the ground, and she was acting a fool out there, and she won the Academy Award for her acting. I just took like a screenshot of one of the videos, and I took the screenshot, made a photo out of it, and that program, it just isolated her right out of the picture, and I just use it as, the thumbnail. And I can also stick GIFs in it too, because I have a GIF maker as well. I can make a GIF out of any piece of video. You give me like a minute of any type of video, I got a program where I can turn that into a fucking GIF. Yeah, I can turn it into a GIF. It doesn't matter what it is. You give me like a minute of it, I can turn that shit into a GIF, man. Doesn't notice like a lot of the images you see in the background of my shit are GIFs made from pieces of video that I've cut. So, you know, I've gotten a little better with it. I've stole my man's shit. See, I got the upper hand because that fucking brother Supreme. I've been around him a lot and around a lot of his stuff. So, I've taken a lot of the stuff that I've seen he's done, and I've kind of worked my own little thing into it. So I've kind of had the upper hand on folks, because I have a lot of his stuff. He lets me raid his archives. Pretty much whenever I want, I raid his shit and steal shit out of there. That kind of shit. Yeah, he lets me raid his archives, so I go in there and I steal shit and I take some stuff out of it, and use it for my shit, that kind of shit. So, I've kind of got the leg up on everybody else, because I get to raid Brother Supreme archives. Yeah, I get to raid his shit. I be in the treasure chest, taking necklaces and bracelets and gold goblets with jade stones in them and shit. But yeah, Brother Clue, yeah. Well, it's your challenge, so you want the clock. The clock it is. That's how it goes. It's your challenge, so yeah. You want the clock will be there. Just get me a photo, man. Try to get it to me by the morning, man, so I can sit by my computer and drink my coffee and make these thumbnails up so they'll be up here, man. Because I like to book out. I like to book out 4, 5, 6, 7 days beforehand. But yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Quit rambling on. I never leave this motherfucker, but I'll say this, man. People say there's big lies, there's white lies, there's innocent lies. And I think there's some truth to that, right? Like a little white lie may or may not hurt somebody. An innocent lie would be me telling y'all that my earphones cost $200 and really they only cost $175, $190. That would be the innocent lie, right? Y'all wouldn't even care about that lie. A big lie, I guess, depending on who you're telling the lie to and what the lie is about, determines the impact of it, right? So usually when we lie to other people, we're lying to other people for a few different reasons, right? We're either in some type of fear, to get over, to misrepresent something, or maybe just to fool someone, right? But I think it's different when we're lying to ourselves. Because if we tell the lie to ourselves enough, and if we tell the lie to someone else enough, if it's a big enough lie, I think it gets dangerous when the person who's telling the lie starts to believe it. Because once you believe the lie, I think that's different when someone else believes it, right? Because usually when you're telling somebody some BS, they don't really have any way, any vehicle to prove it to be a lie, right? Because a lot of things we hear from most people, especially people we're familiar with, we kind of take it on face value, you know? If I tell you I got a certain kind of car, you're going to take that face value. I tell you I live in a certain house, I work a certain job, you're going to take that at face value. Unless you're the type of person who just assumes everybody is lying, that's different. But for the most part, people tell you things, you take them at face value. So I don't think it's that bad of a thing when you tell people a lie and they believe it. Because people take things at face value. But once you start to believe it, once you are convinced of it, I think we're entering the realm of some type of mental condition. Some type of mental illness even, right? because you've convinced yourself of this particular thing. And you yourself know it's not true. It would be like me saying I'm a millionaire, right? I'm telling y'all that I'm a millionaire. And I know I'm not. But I've convinced myself that I'm a millionaire. Even though I don't live like a millionaire. I don't spend like I'm a millionaire. I don't have the things that a quote unquote millionaire would have. But I've convinced myself that I'm a millionaire. What would that mean to me? Forget what it would mean to other people, because other people wouldn't be able to prove whether or not I'm a millionaire or not. Because it's kind of hard to prove that kind of stuff, right? Unless you live right next door to the person, or you're familiar with the person, or you're related to the person, you see the person every day. I mean, we're talking about media. There's no way to prove anybody does anything. Not really. People can tell you they're an astronaut. They can tell you they streaming from the moon. You don't really have any way to prove it. Unless you go to the moon and realize you don't see them there. But if they believe they're on the moon, I think that's the real problem. Plus, it's not so much about what other people believe about us, right? That's not what makes us. We can think someone's anything. That doesn't have any effect on their life. We can think they're rich. We can think they're broke. We can think they're a winner. We can think they're a loser. We can think they're tough. We can think they're soft. We can think they're ignorant. We can think they're intelligent. But what we think about someone doesn't matter, does it? What we say about them doesn't really matter, does it? What it ultimately comes down to is what a person thinks about themselves. You don't really have to be true to other people, man. You really don't. Not being true to other people isn't going to have much effect on your life at all. As I say again, what people think and believe about you is going to have very little effect on your life, man. It really is. Especially people who don't know you. But what you think and believe about yourself does. If you convince yourself of these untruths, if you will, whilst you don't see them in your own life, whilst you don't live them, whilst you don't produce the results, what are you doing? Isn't that kind of like insanity? Doesn't that remind you of the crazy person standing out there in front of 7-Eleven in the wintertime? It's 20 below zero. He's standing out there with no shoes on, talking to the wind. He believes he's talking to someone. He believes there's voices in his head. He believes he's having a conversation with people or a person. You can clearly see he's not. But somehow he's convinced that he is. And we look at him and we're like, man, this old bum is insane. But he believes he's having a conversation with people. He's standing there by himself, having a full-blown conversation. How far are we from that? If we've convinced ourselves of something that's patently untrue. I know I take off from here from time to time and, stop at a gas station or stop at a store in the morning, to get coffee on our way out. And, you see these guys when you take off, and sometimes you see them in the middle of the day. You know the kind of guys, man. They're standing out there looking like they haven't bathed in a year. They got on 7 jackets in August. It's August. Motherfucker got on 8 coats. They're standing out there and they got a shopping cart full of junk. They got one of those dial-up phones on the shopping cart, and they picking it up and holding it to their ear, acting like they're talking to somebody. They're convinced that someone's on the other line. They're convinced that they need to have 9 jackets on, even though it's 115 degrees outside. How far away from that are we? If we've convinced our own self of something that's not true. How far are we from that guy who stands in front of 7-Eleven talking to the wind? How far are we from that guy standing on the corner with the 9 coats on in August, talking on a dial-up phone that he got on his cart? How far are we from that? Or is belief static too? We seem to believe that everything is static, right? Is belief static? When we jump up and we say something to somebody that we know is not true about that person. Do we believe it temporarily? That 5 seconds or that 10 seconds that it takes us to say it. Do we believe it just enough during that time to justify us saying it? Because think about it. Like I've been saying most of the night, when you say something to someone that you know it's not true. You know it while you're saying it. You know it before you say it. You know it after you say it, right? You know this is not true. But do you make yourself believe it's true just to justify saying it? Do you convince yourself that it's true for 5 or 10 seconds? Do you convince yourself of something being true that you know is a lie to justify you saying it, to insult the person, to intimidate the person? Is that a thing? Can you turn your ability off and on? Can you turn your belief off and on like a light switch? Because think about it, right? I say something to you that I know you know is not true. I know it's not true. But I say it to you and or about you anyway. Now, why would I do that? Why would I purposely do that? Unless I'm insane. I'm like the guy standing out there at 7-Eleven with 9 jackets on. I'm like the guy standing on the side of the road, 20 below zero with no shoes on and a tank top and shorts and a stick in my hand and talking to the wind. Right? How else can that be explained? Is it temporary insanity? You're insane for like 5 seconds, 10 seconds, then you snap back to sanity. Is that a thing? Do we convince ourselves of this thing that is not true? Temporarily. Do we convince ourselves of this lie that we are telling? Are we convincing ourselves that it's not a lie? And that's truly lying to ourselves. Because we're telling a lie that we know is a lie. We're convincing ourselves that it's not a lie to justify telling the lie. I don't think it makes us that far, man, from that guy standing in front of 7-Eleven with the 9 jackets on in August, with a shopping cart full of garbage and one of them rotary phones, having a conversation on it. I don't think it makes us that far from him. The only difference is that he can't shut it off because he's out there talking on his damn phone to an imaginary person all day, every day. We do it for 5 seconds, 10 seconds on YouTube. We can shut it off. But I think we need to be careful. We have to be very careful. Because what happens that day that you can't shut it off, now you're the guy standing in front of 7-Eleven with 9 coats on in August. It's one to think on, folks. Lying is crazy. Lying is a thing. Sometimes lying is dangerous. But I think the most dangerous person you can lie to is yourself. But that's all. Yeah, I'm looking forward to next week too, good mother. I'm looking forward to it too. But yeah, man, we're going to pack it up and get out of here, man. And it's crazy, y'all, because I just updated my OBS. Have y'all updated y'all OBS yet? Am I behind? Am I behind everybody else? Because I just updated mine and it looks different. And I'm having a hard time seeing it. I got to keep putting my glasses on and shit because the controls look different. Do y'all's look like that? I just updated my shit like earlier today, and the controls look different. It's not like the old one, because y'all know the other one was like a blackish gray, and the writing was like a little smaller, and it was situated a little different. Now it's like a dark like navy blue, and the audio mixer looks different, and the source bar looks different, or is that just me? Got to get used to it, man. I got to get used. I'm not used to it yet because I'm used to the other one, man, and it just looks a lot different. This looks a lot different. Maybe because my ass old, that there is that, but there is that. Because right now I'm trying to, okay, I gotta, because see, I had the scenes on it. Y'all know you have the scenes and it. Well, hopefully by next week I have it right, y'all. I'll be able to operate it better. Yeah, I just updated it recently, man. I'm still getting used to it, folks. There I am. I'm back. But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody coming out tonight, man. As always, you could have spent your Thursday night anywhere, listening to any damn body. You decided to spend it here with us. It is appreciated, man. I don't take you good folks lightly, man. I never have and I never will. You got my word on that. I will say this, man, you know, and I know, man, I say a lot of shit that y'all don't like. I say a lot of shit that y'all probably disagree with. And I'm going to continue to do so. Yes, I'm going to continue to do so. But one thing I won't do, man, is disrespect you, man, or take you lightly. That I won't do. Got my word on that. All right. All right. So once again, man, thank everybody, man, for coming out tonight, man. It's always appreciated. And shout out, man, to brother A Truism and brother Free Zone Lou for coming up here, man, and riding shotgun with me, man, on the tail end of this here stream. I appreciate the brothers. Brother Clue, make sure you get that photo to me, my brother, so I can get to work on the thumbnails and stuff for next week. And if you want to do a show or have a show idea, just hit me up on my email or something, y'all, because tomorrow all day I'm not doing anything tomorrow. I don't know, my wife, she probably convinced me to take her to lunch or some shit like that, but other than that, I ain't gonna be doing too much tomorrow because I don't work on Fridays. So Fridays I just spend all day pretty much just drinking beer and smoking cigars and fucking with my dog and shit. So, you know, hit me up. I don't know, anytime tomorrow, and you know, we can do something for Saturday or not. You know, I'll just do my little half a day of work on Saturday and come home and drink more beer and smoke more cigars. Works for me. It's not like I would be upset if I had to drink less beer. Should I say more beer and more cigars? It's not like I'd be hurt from that. But yeah, if you want to do something this week, man, just hit me up tomorrow. We'll go ahead, we'll set it up, and we'll get at it. All right? All right. So, with that, I will leave you good folk with 3 words, you know, like I always do. Open your mind. Peace, folk. What about this? What about that?
What about that? What about that? What about that? What about that? What about this? What about this? What about this? What about this?
What about that? What about that? About that? What about this? What about this?
What about that? 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 What about this? What about this? What about this? What about
What about that? About that? What about this? What about this?
What about that? What about that? What about that? What about that? What about this? What about this? What about this? What about this?
What about that? What about that? What about that? What about this? What about this?
What about that? What about that? What about that? What about that? What about this? What about this? What about this?
What about this?
What about that? What about that? What about that? What
What about that?
about that?
About that? About that?
Only from T.P.O.T Media. Open your mind.